Hello. Coming up on tonight's program.
We'll be unveiling a brand new sport.
We'll also be hosting a unique sporting event right here in the studio. Whoa.
And attempting to break a world record.
That's all on tonight's sporting edition of
The Rights.
Take it away, Brian.
Satan's pretty
Satan
cool.
fuckers, welcome on in. It's awesome to have y'all here. My God. It's quite possibly our last Sports Sunday. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh, yeah. Big old grand salute to sports tonight here on the Firm stream. Been saying this game's really fucking good. I've been loving this playthrough. You can tell because I made a fucking promo for every single time we played it. Man, this shit deserves so much more recognition than it got. I can't wait to see how it ends. I am assuming heartbreak and pain and suffering and sadness, but maybe a little bit of hope. Yeah, it's very slept on indeed. How's everybody doing today? I'm nice. I'm full of delicious rice and carnitas. And I'm ready to fucking indulge. It's been really cold around my neck of hell lately. So I might be a little raspy, a bit of a raspy man, which is unfortunate because a lot of the characters that we have left over to voice tonight are amongst my vocal fryiest. Between Bertrude, Volfred, and Tamitha. Alright, Pamitha. This game's giving my throat a workout, but you gotta work it out to be the throat goat. So, you know, what you gotta do. What can you do? What can you do? Mandatory overtime? Oof, but at least you're getting that Skrilla, right? Hello, good evening, Scave. Welcome, welcome. I understand why Tagides took off like it did, but it's sad how Pyre fell by the wayside. It's sad that more people didn't go on to Pyre from Hades, right? You know, I feel like if this game was released after Hades, it would have really caught on. But unfortunately, it just didn't, you know, it doesn't... It's gonna take a much larger creator than myself to give this game a serious resurgence. But it deserves it. I really think it does. The gameplay turns a lot of people off. That too, but there's not that much of it. But that might be part of the issue. Maybe Volfred's sinus is cleared and you can do normal voice. No. We keep it consistent when I can, at least. My God. But yeah. Oh, it's been a week. It's been a very, very interesting one. We played Rat Shaker on Wednesday, and I still can't get over how there are multiple like Reddit threads and YouTube videos attempting to explain the game that explains itself to you at the very end. Is fascinating. Hail Satan. We played some good Rivals, not on stream, but the next day off stream I managed to get past 1K in Rivals 2. That was fun. That makes me feel nice and accomplished, and I kind of want to dip back into that again, if I'm being honest. But I just worked a real bitch of a weekend, and I just kind of want to get into things. I don't know. I imagine this game's gonna have a pretty hefty epilogue, and we might be here for a minute. So let's just fucking go for it, right? Let's just rip off the band-aid, huh? Right. Played Rivals, beaten by capitalism. Big week. You're right. Huge week, honestly. Oh wait, God. Oh, I hate how this shit pauses every time I click in and out of it, but you do what you gotta. All right. Out of there. Got that good game audio in. So when we last left off, we had just set our bird girl free. And we get to find out tonight, theoretically, how she ends up catching up with her sister, if at all. Interesting. Exciting. But yeah, we left ourselves with a little convo to have in the Black Wagon with our boy with our boy. Oh God, what's his actual name? I know he's the minstrel, but Tariq. Yes. She's gonna join her sister to become a chicken combo meal. Yo, if it's a combo, can I snag that? Is that a limited time offer or what? Get me into the Commonwealth stat. Her and her sister, my God. Yeah, no. Honestly, if the Hades crowd were already primed for this when it came out and knew it was from the Hades developers, I think this game would have popped the fuck off, honestly, for character designs alone. At the very least, popped off is maybe overstating it, but I think a lot more people would have given it a look, and I think the fandom would be a lot more rabid and ever present. Anyways, let's catch back up. Following Pamitha's liberation, the lone minstrel has returned to the wagon and stands as though nothing has happened here this night. He tilts his head a bit as you approach. Also, yeah, he was talking a bit about, after the rites, he might be separated from his Boothang, his lovely yin and yang fellow songster lady. And he was talking about doing some rebel. He was saying fuck the scribes if that's the case, but he got real cowed by her. So interesting. Celeste, yes, I always forget her name. Celeste doesn't feel right for a character who's like the dark half of the yin yang. I don't know. I think Celeste. I think like the moon and its brightness, which is obviously what this dude is coded as, and she's more the sun. She's also sun themed. Yeah. I mean, both are celestial bodies, but I don't know, for whatever reason, the name Celeste makes me think moons. Maybe it's from the game. Who knows? Can Celeste double jump? I hear later in the game you get a triple jump. Anyways. Once more, the Nightwings have prevailed in the liberation rites under your mindfulness, Rita. A commendable achievement. Surely Pamitha shall live out her days in gratitude to you and your companions. Perhaps she may now see Ruki, there in your Commonwealth. I should think Ruki would have liked to witness what took place this night. I trust that, together, they shall make a formidable difference to the plan which all of you endeavor to achieve. Now, for the time, Celeste and I are to return to our respective stations. We all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. May prevail once more when we traverse Scribe's Gate. Until then, Rita, rest well under the stars. He nods and leaves you to recover after a long night. It's about the pining, the yearning, I mean for the reader's sake, but not for them. Not for them! Honestly, I wonder how much use our girl will actually be in the Commonwealth, right? Like, what really happens to Highwing remnants that end up getting back to the Commonwealth via the rites? We know what happened to Tam, but she's kind of a different case. Like, are they able to join high society in the Commonwealth too? At dawn, your companions are prepared to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels are to take you back to the Spring of Jomor, but soon after, the stars shall draw on you here again. Yes, very soon. Or even getting back at all to find out. Well, we find out from a messenger imp, right? That's what they're all about. That's how we gotten updates on everybody else thus far. I'm assuming we're going to get an update on whoever we set free most recently. Tone question, yeah, go for it. Oh, he. Yeah. Oh, three's a real crowd. Wow. Oh, you have dialogue for me, but the dissidents are just fucking running. That's a really sad showing for Barker, frankly. That's upsetting to see. I thought he had more fight in him than that. What's his tone question? Hey, wanna rumble here now, huh, Nightwings? Ain't gonna take us down like that like that last time. Too bad we all got somewhere else to be. Though we tempers sure are flattered that you took the time to ram right into us again. Be seeing you around. Yeah, Barker runs like a fucking bitch. Why they make Wolfred sound so vicious and like he's up to something when he was hiding the set? Well, no, Wolfred was just being... I was looking away. I don't think Wolfred was ever characterized as vicious. He was definitely always suspicious. He's Vish, but not suspicious. He's suspicious, but not Vish. How dare you, Nightwing scum! You blasted fools! You cannot intimidate the accusers! We shall face you soon enough in another forthcoming right, but first, we have another pack of fools whom we must vanquish shortly. Until then, stay out of our way. Yeah, no, he's suspicious for sure. But that's because, you know, what he's doing is a secret plan, right? He's kind of gotta be secretive about it. That comes with the deal. That's the whole point of it. I do think he was a little too suspicious. I still don't know if I fully trust him. But yeah, like the whole thing with... It's not even that his teammates turned on him. It was that one teammate turned on another teammate. And now they're both dead. Right? Which technically, as far as we're aware, he had nothing to do that. You know? Nothing to do with that. That wasn't... Brighton kind of turned on them? Yeah, but that's his... I get... Well, I don't know if Brighton did turn on them. Brighton got his freedom, and presumably after that, Wolfred formed his plan, I'm thinking. I don't think they were all... Orlek is mad at Wolfred. Yeah, Orlek is mad at Wolfred, but that's why I think there's maybe more going on here. Orlek could just be pissed off because, you know, Wolfred's the one person who survived, and the hottie that shoved him down the mountain isn't, so he can't be mad at her. But yeah, I think as I understand it, the Nightwings were just repeatedly sending themselves up into... Yeah, no, I think Wolfred actually said that it was the betrayal of Orlek that made him start coming up with the plan in the first place. It made him say, wow, it's fucked that the rights forced people into these circumstances. So Brighton wasn't a part of any sort of rebellious plot to overthrow the Commonwealth. Brighton was... Wolfred joined the rights to presumably get back into the Commonwealth and keep doing his thing. Brighton's part of the status quo, and so were the Nightwings for a while. Orlek said that, like, Orlek still had a really good... we learned we can do this, and then we can sprint. I gotta remember that. Orlek, his whole goal was to return to the Commonwealth and attempt to broker a peace between the Commonwealth and the High Wing remnants. So his motives were still pretty good. But he had no plans for a revolution or anything. All right. Base expects you may finish something of value. I don't care about value. Vocations, probably worth it. All right. Let's explore this glue hive. There's nobody to talk to, is there? Nope. And the lady wanted war and the other one is dead. The lady wanted war? Was that... Wait. We don't have info on them, do we? No, we oh, shit! Oh, we can only read about the people who are still here. That sucks. Not applicable, yeah. Yeah, Izo's just from these parts. Yeah, the lady, I forget what exactly her motivation was, but she is now dead. Yes. You and Bertrude make a quick search of the rocky pathways of Blue Hive. However, you find nothing of note. Ugh. Uneventful. Fine. You soon return to the Black Wagon, where others are preoccupied with their own pursuits. You soon have enough time to pursue your vocations. Hello, Tox. Welcome. How you doing? Tizo is pure and innocent, and we love him for it. She betrayed the guy who was chosen by shoving him out of the way and getting Gatorated. Yeah, and the Gatorade killed her. I remember that part. I just forget what exactly. Wait. Was she the one who, like, killed her, like, abusive dad? Or something? But I forget why she wanted to return. I think she wanted to return and just fuck shit up. You notice Bertrude studying the Beyonder crystal. She sets it down as you approach.
The mouthy rake rebuketh our attempt to summon her. She insisteth that we are too young to understand.
She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Bertrude may be able to invoke her.
Stubborn, that one. Possessing of an ancient understanding. Olden ways and olden times. Many centuries of history. Knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves had captive there within that green-tinged stone. Within that race's own memories.
Yeah, but the knowledge therein is like... It's like tackle plays and, you know, formations and tutorials.
Or that we could extract them in some way. Perhaps thou couldst induce the race obedience, reading one, for we she heedeth not. She claimeth obligations unto only thee. Although...
She stops and thinks very carefully. The Beyonder crystal is not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself.
Ignorest thee our inquiries about this, reading one. Our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. Her refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. It is possible that others of the southern bogs know something of her. But we shall not be tampering further with such sorceries ourselves. That the Wraith refuses to cooperate suggesteth her predicament is suitably deserved.
She heads out in a huff. But just as the air grows still and quiet, you sense something from the Beyonder crystal. Mouthy Wraith, she says. Can you believe it, reader? Oh, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra the Unseeing laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyonder crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her, in this case. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think. But it appears that even she has learned her lesson in this case. Thank the stars, I am beholden to no more than one among you Nightwings at a time. And thank the stars that happens to be you, rather than her. And if that crone attempts to lay her fingers on my Beyonder crystal again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that, if it comes up. I feel like that's what Bertrude's into, though. Now, farewell. You know where to find me, lovely reader. He vanishes. It seems that Sandra proved resistance to Bertrude's tampering. If so much history is trapped within the Beyonder crystal, there it shall remain for the foreseeable future. Part of the lore building where ghosts are just real? I mean, yeah, but at least within crystals. Or maybe it's a feature of the downside. Who knows? All right. Let's see where everybody's at in terms of experience. Yeah, we could max out somebody, but who? We're looking to set Gilman free next, but Gilman's already broken as shit. Let's max out Bay. Well, let's level up Bay. Just to spend more time with Bay, honestly. She's worth it. You want to teach me more about the rites? You illustrate to Bay some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as of one mind. You sense she grasps some of the concepts. We pretty much literally just started. We sat down. We're doing vocations, the usual, Lilac. Nothing crazy, nothing intense yet. We're just getting into it. The teachings of the 8 scribes. I hear them now less faintly than before. Oh, less faintly? Wait. Oh, less faintly, not... Yeah, that's good, that's good. At dawn, Wolfred finds you shortly before the wagon is set to depart. Yeah, I was recapping a little bit of stuff about motivations and whatnot.
It seems we are once more to face that foolish Manly, if I am to understand. He shall be rather desperate to secure his chance at liberation. Let us be extra vigilant against him.
Wolfred rejoins the others in making final preparations for departure. As you prepare to set forth, you sense his mixed emotions about the coming rite. Yeah, probably worth being worried about. But as long as we don't field Wolfred, we're fine. Let's talk with our boy.
Guys, can't help but wondering whatever happened to that number with the wings. You know, the one. I guess she's kind of pretty, maybe, I suppose.
Oh, Falcon. Falcon, you get it, my boy. My boy Ron. My boy Ron.
She's still around by any chance? Cause, anyways.
Oh, you just missed her. Oh, no. I miss her too, bud. Oh, she was the best. We can't afford shit, and that's okay. Are people disqualified if you kill someone on the opposite side during the rites? Is that even possible? Yeah, I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible. You'd have to beat them to death with a book. I guess a demon could pull it off, especially against like maybe one of the. But no, a lot. They're wearing raiments. They're not armored.
Okay, well, see you guys.
Yeah, Falcon Ron's a man of culture. He gets it. By now, having to make preparations for the rites has become second nature to your companions. They go about the process efficiently and, this time, in almost total silence. You cannot shake the sense that the routine shall not go on much longer. Wolfred approaches and confirms to you that the Nightwing sigil is set. Everyone has their books and raiments, and the grounds are ready. Everything should be in order.
This long ordeal of ours, one way or another, it shall soon be ended. Reader, the coming days are going to be difficult. No matter what should happen from this point, I am grateful to have had you by our side in all this. It is strange to put it this way, but I feel very fortunate.
You and Wolfred stand together in silence for a time, looking for the stars above to show some indication that the rite is to commence. It is taking too long. Concern begins to well up in you, but then... Oh, it's still him. It's still him. Oh! I don't know which ones we haven't. I kind of want to learn about Shucks! Return from banishment or not all banishment? Yeah, fuck yeah. Just for the lore. I want to get a little more lore. A little bit more lore we can extract before it's all over and there's no more to read.
Reader, it seems the stars once more have mustered wherewithal to usher in the rites. The sky grows dimmer by the day. An age is ending.
Yeah.
Surely you must know by now that you shall never all be free.
So at this point, I'm assuming
you struggle to fulfill some senseless plan.
Mayhaps those 8 stars are
Some of us still honor the tradition.
Are the scribes.
Some of us hold dear the teachings of the scribes.
The pyres on each side are burning bright. From across the field, you observe the leader of the Chastity approach and remove his mask. Oh, Sir Nightwings, come at last to stand once more directly in our way. I sometimes think you've done this just to spite me, or is that not so? So, hold your tongues. I do not even care to hear from you, in fact. The time for civil discourse is gone by. All that remains is bitter rivalry between the greatest of triumvirates and yours. Oh, we 100% did this to spite him. Yeah!
Go on, then.
You can't even loophole logic on the rights by making a human change on the person chosen to ascend. Yeah, no, right? I wish. All right. Gilly.
Sir Gilman.
Tizo.
Tizo.
Birdie.
Bertrude. The choice is cast.
Our adversaries of the Chastity. If this is to be our final confrontation against them, then let us show them our true power, here and now.
Team Little Guys and Hump Lady. Oh, you Nightwings. But now I thought I ought to know better than to waste my breath on you. Know that the indignity which you have put me through shall not go unopposed. But he's got Little Guy energy, for sure. Or actually, I don't know. I feel like Birdie's maybe more of a hey big guy type. Ooh, interesting.
Audacious, aren't we? But how?
Yep. Go for her, that's fine. As Pyre without banishing, done, easy. No problem. No, let's just be reasonable here. You do have a golden opportunity and you're throwing it away. But we had a deal. This cannot be happening. The party is next week. Everyone, mother, father, what shall they think if I cannot attend? Oh, but our good family name. I ask you, gently, one last time, Yield and our victory shall be shared, for I have friends, you know, who can make life more comfortable for you. Or stand against me and regret it.
Ruin his party plans? What if we ruin him with a complete and total shutout? Oh, shit.
You'll have to do.
Oh, no.
But they gave it to our slowest member. Damn it. Yeah, fuck. Okay, fair enough.
Cannot take much
Not a
more.
total shutout. We can it? You sure about that?
To the flame.
Are you sure about that?
Grace.
Are you sure about that? Ooh! And a heavy final hit from Birdie brings it all home.
They hardly deserved it, though, if you ask me.
You're right.
And boom goes the dynamite.
We didn't earn that win. That was free. This night declares the taste of victory is sweet indeed. We prevailed against a worthy foe.
Tizo is pleased to have prevailed, though he wishes that the Chastity find their peace. Nah, fuck them.
Ye Chastity, ye conducted here with such fury and such desperation that we must commend ye for it, despite the outcome, which hath favored us.
What are you talking about? We fucking wrecked them. Why you have spurned me thus, Nightwings, I shall never understand. You bring great harm unto our country by preventing my return. Know that your wrongful deeds are duly noted.
The right
Yeah, too fucking easy.
To teach something of trust.
Max Gilly.
Sir Gilman finally knows something of honor.
This knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit. He has achieved the culmination in his training. How wonderful a feeling, having nothing left to learn, Master Reader. Nothing whatsoever. This knight highly recommends it.
Oh my god, my guy. Well, technically you have 3 more things to learn after this, but, or 4. Double slash, or...
Yes!
The might of the sea sojourner.
Perfect.
May
Oh my
misfortune
boy.
find
Oh
you
my boy.
Ere the turning of the stars.
Oh, my boy's maxed out. Maxed out.
I love it. Inside the wagon, after overcoming the Chastity, Tizo is discussing aspects of the outcome with the others when the lone minstrel seeks you out. Pardon the interruption, Rita, though I need to ask a moment of your time, while the night is clear enough for you to see. Please, come have a look outside. Perhaps the news of your next destination may further stir the hearts of your companions. Overcoming Chastity never makes me feel like it's a real struggle, right? Among what stars yet remain shining in the night, one of them now burns as bright as ever you have seen. The path to freedom answers to you, or calls to you again. Answer its call. Okay, only one place to go. Already? Oh, already. Oh no. And it's Lendl! The golden star burns bright over the fall of Solium. Lendl is already on his way. Interact to challenge the accusers here next. Prevail, and one among you shall be free. The record against them is 2-1. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the fucking cop. The cycle turns even more quickly now, until such a time as it shall shudder to a halt. He makes a sound then, almost like a laugh. I forget myself, reader. I should not say such things. The scribes, they would say that one ought to focus on the path in front of him. When we set forth to walk along a labored path, it can all be too much. If we stand back and look upon it as a whole, we may well decide to turn around. But if we begin to walk, while casting down our gaze, then whilst resisting the urge to look too far ahead, we may make steady, careful progress. Soon enough, we may arrive where we endeavored. The lone minstrel bids you a good evening. You had best retire for the night, for when the first daylight comes, it shall be time again to take to the skies. Team Solidarity versus Team Cop. It's perfect. And we get a page on Shax. Because that's how I beat Shax. Like, Manly's fun to beat. The Cop is just like, wow, shut up, dude. Yeah, but he has beaten us once, so we do need to get revenge. What really sucks about this is, ideally, we have him going against Tizo for freedom. Just because he hates Tizo so fucking much. But I'm not setting Tizo free. That's not happening. Alright, in the word of Under King Oras, the Sea Sojourner, much can be learned of bravery from the tale of Hob the Swallow, the imp who alone felled the muscular and altogether terrifying bone titan called Shax's Six Shoulders. Six Shoulders sat listless, his appalling frame refusing to be budged. Six Shoulders sat listless is a bitch of a sentence to make me say. Come on, game. His appalling frame refusing to be budged. None dared approach the withered fiend, whose plague had spread half across the valley floor. Hail Satan, welcome on in, Cisco. Welcome, welcome. Undeterred, Hob sprang into action, whilst we but watched. The little one, he flew into the gaping maw of Shax and lodged himself inside the monster's throat. Shax began then to cough and cough and cough until the valley shook. Six-Shoulder breathed his last and fell. His putrid flesh then fizzled and was gone. Yet our friend Imp remained. That's amazing! Six Shoulders sat softly while singing Cisco. Thong, 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 thong. God. Okay, I'm not doing any more of those. Okay, let's just say, can we just say, like, we haven't gotten to hear how anybody else, like, actually killed most of these things, but this is definitely the funniest. That's gonna entirely be the impulse to grab the pistol or out of the cop's hustler. All right, let's do this. Let's beat the cop. Looks like there's just a giant key sticking out the roof of our black wagon. It's lovely. It's jiggling. It's like Abba's boyfriend. Oh. No way! Karma! Yay! Your wagon reels from the impact of some sort of massive object slapping into it mid-flight. False Nightwings. Orlek calls down to all of you from atop his wagon. Again you seek to climb that cursed mountain beneath us. Again you seek to take my rightful place. I should send you crashing down to it, that you might fall as I have. He stares down at all of you. But I shall not. Rather, we shall meet upon the summit.
where the last cycle of the rites is ended. Until then...
Just a cool dude. Bertrude shall gain favor. Tizo shall gain favor. Tease. Should have taken the shot. No more half measures. You make landing on the sacred Mount Lodial after your encounter with Oralek. Oralek spoke the truth. He has a right to gain the summit. When the time comes, Celeste shall deem him worthy, and let him pass. While he has transgressed against the rites, he has also been anointed, and prevailed. Nothing is written in the book on this, and liberty ought already be his. Really? I feel like they've just cast the rules to the fucking wolves at this point. I feel like if you got a book, you can just kind of zhuzh the rules around no matter how you want. I mean, considering every fucking other team we've fought has cheated thus far. Or like desperately needs to crush some Trussie. That Trucci, yeah. For the time, it seems that he has not yet traveled to the summit. Perhaps he is still making preparations with his fellow exiles. When exactly Oralek intends to make good on his promise, he did not make clear. For now, you are to confront Lendl and the accusers upon the summit, but first, you must prepare. Oh god, there's gonna be another cycle after this? Yeah, so we're sending Gilly home first. We're sending Gilly home. Later that afternoon, you accompany Tizo through the fading glory of the Temple Cistern to the monument of Under King Oras. Oh boy.
Hello again, old friend. I know that you and all the scribes are watching over me, and all of us, and I am grateful to you. Your ancient rites are ending soon. I promise you that my friends and I will make the most of our last 2 chances here. Hey! I didn't know! I didn't know what voice to do for Tizo! I froze!
You return to the wagon after he's finished paying his respects. This summit awaits, but first, there's time to continue practicing your vocations. He's so glory perfect, yeah. Alright, mentor you, so you're less useless if we end up being forced to use you. You sit down with Wolfred to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense he's beginning to understand. Oh man, I'm glad people enjoyed.
Banishment as failure is a time for careful introspection.
Sure, bud. Oh, who we're talking to? Hi! Tizo has something on his mind. Oh no, I wasn't ready to do more of that voice. You observe Tizo rummaging through the back wagon as though in search of something. He notices you there and rushes up to greet you. Tizo is glad that you're here. He was just reminiscing about old times. But just as quickly, he resumes his search. Tizo was looking for something a former exile of the Nightwings once gave him. He's going frustrated that the object he seeks is nowhere to be found. You almost do not notice the lone minstrel's approach. I'm afraid that it is gone, Tizo. I'm very sorry. Arita, it is nothing that ought to be the cause for much concern. Merely that Tizo has misplaced something of sentimental value to him. No, that's worth concern. I love this little guy, you know? He deserves the best. It was just a spare bandage, he indicates. Exactly like the one on his horn. Aww. His horn that's healed, but he still wears the bandage around it because he misses Oralek. Tizo here has had many adventures with the Nightwings. Is that not so, Tizo? He squawks in approval. Those memories shall always stay with you. Is that not what matters most of all? He confirms this as well. Then, please do not worry yourself about it anymore. It is a symbol of a distant past, besides. Tizo skulks away, up into the rafters. The lone minstrel watches him go. The object that he seeks does not exist, reader. Tizo searches for it from a fleeting memory of his days with the Nightwings of the past. He performed the regular duties of the other Drive Imps at first, but soon distinguished himself. I was none too surprised. He was clearly special. He had grown close with the other members of the Nightwings when misfortune fell, and the Triumvirate fell apart. Perhaps Wolfred has revealed to you more of the details. As for Tizo, I feel he must make peace with the shadows of his past, somehow. Perhaps, then, he shall cease searching. You need not worry for him, of course. He's resilient, and shall always serve the Nightwings well. You might say that he was born for it. Begging your pardon, reader. The lone minstrel excuses himself in his polite way, leaving you to consider what he said. Damn. Oh, wait. I updated? There are a lot of imps in the downside, but few, if any, are like this one. In fact, he seems to be descended from the most famous imp of them all. Tizo is older than he appears, and drove the Black Wagon of the Nightwings for many years, learning much about the rites while traveling with the Triumvirate. But when misfortune fell, he disappeared. He re-emerged years later, having become an integral part of Wolfred's plan, and to serve as a liaison between Wolfred and a certain band of exiles whom he entrusted. Yeah, he's the best. He's sticking with us till the end. No freedom for Tizo. This is where you belong. Alright. Oh. Hey! What'd I say? I was hoping we'd learn about this. A messenger imp somehow tracks you down in the sheer cliffs of Mount Elodial and delivers you recent news and rumors from the other side. Specifically, the imp shares details regarding Pamitha and what became of her since she was liberated at the fall of Solium. Yeah, no wonder Ron's all about it. Goddamn. She found herself back in the homeland of her enemies, where, despite her connection to the Highwing remnants, her past transgressions were forgiven. In fact, she was asked to join the military council, given her unique background. Yet she refused to cooperate, and instead demanded to be reunited with her sister, Tamitha. But when they threatened her with a resentencing to exile and insisted that she take the opportunity, Tamitha said at last that she would think it over and return with a decision soon. Next she was seen, however, was amongst Wolfred's sons and daughters of the Revolution, where it is said that she is attached to loyalty, at least for the time. You thank the imp for bringing you this news, which soon gets your companions talking. Rome! Tizo wishes for Pamitha to find her way and her sister in the Commonwealth.
We suspect that the ancient enmity between the winged and the flightless shall not be soon resolved, if ever at all.
Never once before had this knight have even felt even a thing for our most bitter enemies, and yet, having known Pamitha proved eye-opening indeed for this knight. I wonder where his sister is now. I'm sure she cares for Pamitha, I'm sure of it.
I hold to hope that both the Thane sisters shall one day soon join together as part of our good cause. The two of them can help lead us toward a brighter future.
In spite of some mixed feelings, the news of Pamitha's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with resolve. Yay. Just notice Tizo's colors are more like the true Nightwing's raiments than they're ours. Red prominent, blue secondary. Everyone's cosplaying Tizo. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Tizo was their mascot for a while, probably. You return once more to Scribe's Gate, where the Gate Guardian awaits under a dim sky. The exiles of the Nightwings. And you, Tariq. This is to be one of our final meetings. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared. And afterwards, I would have words with you. In private, if you please. It seems to me rather late for words now, Tariq. But I shall hear them once your chargers cross the gate. Now, all of you, come forth. Please state your names and what it is you seek whilst crossing the Scribe's Gate. Once more, your companions cross the gate. one after another, and once more you follow them in turn. Celeste regards you all, then waves you through, toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. And Tariq. I, Celeste. You may rejoin the others in a while. For now, I would hear those words of yours. Certainly, Celeste. Everyone, I shall see you shortly. Don't hurry it for our sake. You take your time, buddy. Yeah, let your buddies do the talking, exactly. Oh.
To the canyons open wide, the song of morning for the lost and lonesome bride on the hill
And
where the weeping flowers hide
and
from the song of gentle morning for the lost and lonesome bride.
man.
Oh, hey, guys, it's gotten real cold up again here, but it's worth it. Let me tell you, got a lot of customers been stopping by.
Singing songs.
Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating just a little since I've been waiting here a little while. I guess, but you am I getting?
Lonesome bride for his lost
This feels pretty final, yeah.
bride.
Oh. Never mind, it's not final. They didn't resolve the chord. They didn't resolve the chord. They didn't resolve the chord. There's more to come. There's more to come.
Hey, maybe some other time then, guys.
I think it's the second to last rite. Or second to last liberation rite. The lightning strike, yeah. Yeah. That could just be fate. Fortune working out for that. This gate be turning. The time has come again to deliver one of your fellow exiles to a homecoming in the Commonwealth. Lest your adversaries, the accusers, achieve the same instead. You hear that? You hear that little huff? You hear that little puff? That's the sound of a man hurriedly putting his pants back on as he exits the room. The low minstrel has returned and approaches as you await the signal from the stars. Yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. There's something that I wish to ask you, Rita. Something which ordinarily would not be my place to discuss in any detail. You have observed the stars. If you would not mind my asking you in such a direct manner, how many liberation rites are you supposing yet remain? Oh, that's fucked up! Oh, does this do anything? No! Oh boy. I'm going with my theory. I'm going with my theory. You tell him the only logical deduction which you've been able to make based on all of your readings of the stars as of late, that there shall be one final liberation rite after tonight. I concur with your evaluation, Rita, sir. I'm mainly saying that because I think if we were to win every liberation rite, then that, if it's the next one, and we had won that one that we'd fucked up, it would be leaving us with 3, or we'd have 3 people to do it with. They can't do more than one more after this, because we need at least 3 members of the triumvirate, unless we're gonna be introduced as part of the triumvirate ourselves. But I don't think that's gonna happen. I concur with your evaluation, Rita, sir. I wish to make certain that you are aware, so that you and the Nightwings may yet make the most of your remaining time together, thus. As to what shall happen once the final liberation rite is ended, we shall soon both find out. But lo, it seems that we are called upon once more. Look forth. And actually, the fact that we've lost one liberation rite means that we never have to worry about Wolfred being on our team again. which means we're gonna win. You have the one last right where they introduced the last character, Michael Jordan. No, that's Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. Is that worth streaming?
Reader, I would ask that you think back for just a moment, if you please.
Oh, yeah?
When you first looked upon the Book of Rites, think back upon the words that it revealed.
Oh, yeah?
Oblige the voice that tells you more. Oblige the voice that tells you more. Would that the scribes were here.
Oh, you can
among us
really
still.
hear his frustration.
I would not sing your praises to them, rest assured.
Some of the humor probably hasn't aged well. Oh, true.
Occasion. You shan't have to oblige me for much longer.
Don't you fucking worry. Oh boy. We're due for an ad break in 2 minutes. I think I'm gonna rip that band-aid off right now, so that we can get it out of the way before this liberation, right? I think we're just gonna do that. We're gonna do a quick BRB. Everybody comf it up, grab a snack. I'm gonna take a nice big sip it, big ol' hydrate, and then when we come back, freedom for Gilly, our boy Gilman. I'm gonna miss him a lot, but he's earned it. He deserves it. His honor is intact. BRB fuckos.
Oh no. Satan's pretty cool. Satan's pretty cool.
Oh, welcome back, fuckos. Welcome back. Oh boy. I legitimately wonder if the game would have actually affected how many cycles we had left based on the choice I made there. Soon we will no longer have worm. It's only one worm that I'm going to be missing, but it's going to really hurt. Love this little guy, and we barely gotten to spend that much time with him lately. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I think by this point he feels like he's got his honor back. He kicked Deluge's ass so many times, anyways. The Pyre. Anyways, let's. Oh. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the accusers, come forth now, and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Poised as ever, Lendl steps forward and reaches for his mask. I was branded Lendl the Liar. Once I reclaim my liberty, that name shall be forgotten, and my rightful station in the Commonwealth shall be restored. Nightwings! You may have prevailed against me when we met here on this sacred site, but the many years since then have taught me much. I shall not fail again. Yet, you still hold much resentment for your adversaries. Is that not so, Lendl? Resentment isn't too kind a word for it. They are cheaters, one and all. Unfairly favored by those scribes, while those such as myself must struggle endlessly for such a chance. Now come, my accusers. Let's vanquish those undeserving oafs and prove to the scribes that they were fools to favor the likes of them. This fucking asshole. He dons his mask once more. I'm ready. So we gotta get Tizo in here, but Nightwings, your choice. In whose name shall you conduct this liberation rite? I wish you the wisdom of the scribes in making your choice, Rita. And I wish you to come prepare our song with me, Tariq. Ooh, foreplay.
Whom shall you attempt to send home this time?
Gilman the Anointed.
Sir Gilman.
Coming all the way home. As this knight at last regain his honor, let us now find out.
Who shall strive for him?
Tizo, obviously.
Tizo.
Tizo is more than willing to help Sir Gilman get home. And so she gets a little level out of it. Bay! Oh, I can help. I think I can help. You always help.
Predictably decided.
Come then, Nightwings, and look upon me one last time, for by dawn I shall be free, while you all wallow in terrible defeat that we have in store for you. It's really funny that he was calling us cheaters earlier when we're literally the one team that hasn't cheated. The one team! It's been consistent with everybody else. Alright, easy, easy. Yeah, Tizo MVP always. You, imp! He singles out Tizo from across the sacred grounds. The indignity which you have wrought upon me all these long years, tonight it shall be washed away until I at last return to my post. Long had I toiled in that abominable place only for you, pathetic wretch that you are, you of all things to thwart me and my accusers in our moment of triumph. It was small consolation knowing that the Nightwings fell apart soon after. A misfortune with you no doubtless wrought yourself. Do not tell Tizo he's responsible for his parents' divorce. Oh no, we gotta kill this guy, Tizo. As for we have clawed our way back to this mountaintop, you sniveling, loathsome little beast. And this time, things are going to transpire in a very different manner. Just you watch. But Tizo just stares right back at him, betraying no emotion. But then, he claws at his mask. Certain imp expressions resist translation. Suffice it, Tizo does not hold Lendl in the highest esteem. It seems Tizo does not hold Lendl's mother in high esteem either. Oh, he went there. Then he dons his mask once more. This is why we can't let him go home, right? This is why we keep Tizo in the fucking downside forever. Why you? How dare you raise your weakling voice at me, you blasted Nightwings! Would that we could all go free, that I might have you all arrested and then sentenced once again! Now get out of my way! Yep. Sniped! Oh shit. Yeah! I mean, come on! Now, accusers, grant me your auras, your angers, that we may all finally secure our rightful victory against these demons who we face. Lendl, you can't spirit bomb. You're the last person who can wield that shit. He's channeling the auras of his triumvirate, and their strength combines with this. This must be the aura game. This got real anime out of nowhere. A secret technique developed by the accusers to ensure their victory in the liberation rites. Yeah, this is how Goku beats Broly. Ah, shit. Okay, so we
yearns to regain his status in the Commonwealth. Would you deny him that?
100%. Kaio, what now? If it's the big green dub, then it's Kamehameha every time. Oh, damn it! What? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh. Shit, she jumps so far! She jumps too far! Faye! Not like that. Oh, shit. Nope, she's not back yet. She's not back yet. Okay. That's fine. We can snipe just fine. We got the ricochet. Oh, damn it. A trade. Oh. Damn, Gilly for MVP. Gilly for MVP.
Glorious.
Oh, it'd be really sweet if we got just a complete and total shutout. Wow. Thank you. I mean, yeah, what are you even gonna do? What are you even gonna do? Oh, the imp more than did it. All right, Gilly.
End the ceremony.
Ah, shit. Gilly's got to get his last shot. Wow, they just made that free. All right. Stamina's back, and boom goes the dynamite, baby.
Success. And boom goes the dynamite.
Beautiful.
Their adversaries, they defeated utterly.
A shutout. 1-3-1-2. Y'all said you would be disappointed in me if we fucked that up, so I mean, had to, right?
The scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free.
God! I've never heard them this angry about it.
To glory in the Commonwealth.
Oh, that's beautiful.
His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Oh, it feels so good hearing how angry he gets. Bless you, Nightwings! Again, you cheated me! Have you no pride at all in this tradition? The voice of the molding, yeah. Sir Gilman stares at nothing in particular. What are you talking about? Ores's statue went up. I saw that. He is a once proud knight of the Sea Dominion, on a self-made quest to regain his honor. He's regained his freedom and a liberation right. Yeah. Stares at nothing in particular. You sense he is still taking in what has transpired and what it means for him. So then, this night, he is to be free? He is to be free? Nay, but that would mean his honor is restored. One cannot go back onto our commonwealth by any other means. This night's exile was self-wrought, his disgrace profound, that he has been atoned under the eye of the Underking and those of all his noble comrades. He begins to grow very emotional. And then, this knight loves you all. He loves you all, that you would strive for him and let him join your noble quest. This knight does not feel as though he's deserving of this outcome, yet the result appears inaugural. Even now, this knight is drawn into the Shimmer Pool. Our time goes brief. Therefore, know this, beloved friends. This knight shall ever strive on your behalf, there in the Commonwealth. Through his honor, or though his honor may have been restored, his true journey only now begins. And so, good friends of the Nightwings, this night must now bid you farewell. Ah! The bonds we formed together shan't be broken by mere distance, nay! Strive on, good friends, strive on! You can still hear Sir Gilman as he vanishes into the Shiver Pool. If this lonely knight could have achieved such glory, surely can you all. For now, farewell, farewell! Sir Gilman earned back his freedom. Sir Gilman is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. May he return in glory.
Godspeed, Sir Gilman. The cycle of the rights is nearly at an end.
Oh. May Gilman return in glory. Hello, Cereza. Can I get a shout out for Cereza? Oh boy. Oh, Worm? Not anymore. How you doing, Raze? Yeah, 07's all around for Gil. Blessed are the scribes whose eternal wisdom shines down upon us through the stars and illuminates the path to our salvation. Wait, what did I just say? That was strange, but I feel so invigorated now. Good to see you. It's good to see you too. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, faster aura cast? Probably the worth. But yeah. Say Gilman's gonna kill the Pope. Yes, good. I'm gonna miss voicing Gilman. That was one of my favorites. Oh. You prevailed in the liberation right against the accusers. Already does the Black Wagon feel quieter than usual without Sir Gilman. You return to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. Throne! Kizo is sad that Sir Gilman is no longer here, yet happy for him. The scribes will see his safe return. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. The last light of the stars still shines. Oh, I'm sorry. The last light of the stars still shines for us above. At this point, what is to become of our plan, even the subject of our speculation?
I trust that we'll learn the outcome soon enough. 78% though, baby! Who left? We lost Sir Gilman. Voicing Gilman just really makes me think about playing Chrono Trigger. Now that I think about it, fuck. If you played, you know who I'm thinking of. You know who I'm thinking of. Yes, because Frog! Our actions to this point shall pave the way. Perhaps our faith as well. So, let's for now focus on this. We stand upon the brink of the last turn of the cycle of the rites. Soon we'll have a final chance to get one of you home. Now, reader, up for a little stargazing? Let's see where in the downside we shall be returning for these final rites.
We turn back toward the darkness to look upon the last few stars, too stubborn to relinquish their light. Yeah, last one. The scribe stars yet burn for you atop the sacred mountain. Determine where they lead. Have you won all these sessions? So we lost one. We lost one. It was the perfect one to lose. I'm actually really happy it worked out that way because it was the right to free Pamitha and we were against the essence. And so losing that meant Tamitha went home and Pam got to feel very conflicted about it. And also, the fact that we lost that one means we have 4 people left. We have Bay, Volfred, Tizo, and Bertrude. And that means we don't have to use Volfred at all for the rest of the game, because if we had won that one, we'd be stuck with Volfred for this entire last set of games. There are a few who should go home, but I won't let them. I won't! Oh, you also lost one? Nice, nice. All right. Where was it again? Jom or Dalbert. Okay, Hobe, goal. Oh, these are all really good. I think I want to go for Hobe and fight the Tempers, because I really got the sense that they were going to be our ultimate rival team when we first met them. They're the ones you play against for the Liberation Rite, your first Liberation Rite. So I really thought they were going to be kind of the big rival team that we'd be up against. They've been completely taken over by Orlek and his true Nightwings, so fuck that. Let's get in one more go against these guys. Once more, you have to face Tempers, then. Although, I wonder. He hesitates before saying anything further. He cannot sense his thoughts. I apologize. I was lost in thought there for a moment. Let us make way for the Karen of Hobe when everyone is feeling more afraid. I'm gonna miss saying Hobe as much as possible. There's also a convo to be had in here, but first, chapter on Legacy. In the words of Trieste Tivis, the Blessed Born. Reader, though you shall always bear a burden, it is much lighter than the burden of a lonesome exile. Go forth and become free. Then join with others such as you and lead with mercy, continuing to demonstrate your worth and knowing that the Empire's fall form the foundation of our Commonwealth. You shall cease to be a reader and become a voice both to the free and to your successors here, who shall take up this book when you no longer need it. The cycle of the rites shall see to it that you and others like you shall be liberated, ere the coming of another age. May the stars shine bright, ever brightly on us all. All right. Birdie. Following the successful outcome of the Liberation Rite, you find Bertrude muttering something to herself. You hear some of the words as you approach.
Shouldst thou seekest darkness, then may nightfall come to thee in time. Shouldst thou seekest courage, then may bravery soon bloom within thy heart. Shouldst thou seekest water, then may the oceans open wide for thee. Shouldst thou seekest fortune, then... You recognize it as the Bog Benediction, but you've never heard it said aloud.
An old blessing of goodwill from the southern bogs, never uttered there in modern times. The bog dwellers bade their more adventurous brethren to go forth and seek other peoples of the land. The bog benediction! It's like, well, like, may the wind be ever at your back. The blessings from the bog. And Bertrude sees you there and cuts short the chant.
Care thee to explain the presence, breathing one?
I live here too, lady.
We were amidst an invocation, which must now begin anew. 'Tis for the Worm Knight, if thou needest know, to speed him on his homeward journey.
Aww. Sounds like a Christmas card a little bit. No, it sounds more like a lordy look.
Lordy, look who's turning 40. The Worm Knights are a distant kin. Unlike their ilk, ours have been but passing interest in the sea. There, within the depths, we have long seen that which is to be seen. Nevertheless, the distant kin is kin. That foolish Worm Knight, surely he could have survived his years if not for divine... he could never have survived his years if not for divine aid. Thus, we must provide him more. Then perhaps the Worm Knight, easily underestimated as he is, perhaps he shall turn out to be of some small benefit, a part of Sandalwood's designs.
She glares at you intently for a moment.
Mistake thee not these actions for affection, nor for a longing of the loudness of this place to escalate ever again as volumes such as only his incessant shouting could achieve. Now, leave us, reading one. The invocation must be finished ere the Worm Knight finally arrives upon the shores beyond this land, before his homecoming.
She turns away from you, and then begins her chant again. She's tsundere, yeah.
Shouldst thou seekest shelter, then may the elements be merciful to thee. Shouldst thou seekest kinship, then may thy kin hold memory of thee. Shouldst thou seekest darkness...
You leave her to the benediction. The Worm Knight's absence is already felt. You know, however, that he will strive with all his might on your behalf there, on the other side. You know, I'll miss hearing you say Yislak.
Yislak!
Yeah, that's a fun one. I know you're just trying to get more vocal fry out of me. And in response to that, I'm gonna take a sip, but... Yeah, it was fun. Good name for astral snake god. It is daybreak. You are to set forth now for the cairn of Hobe, for what appears to be the final time. Thereafter, you shall return here for one last exile's final chance at liberty. So the real question is who to set free, and I think I already know. I think it's gotta be Birdie. Oh. Yeah! What was that? You overhear Sir Deluge in a full-on panic as his fellow Worm Knights attempt to calm him down. What do you mean? It was the Nightwings! We are not to face them in the coming night again, are we? At some point, he realizes your wagon is aloft beside his own. You! Nightwings! This knight shall not forgive you for his transgression! Once we prevail against whichever adversaries are doomed to face us next, then we shall come for you! Oh, why must this knight be forced to fly so far above the land and sea? I'm glad we at least got to see one last glimpse at Sir Deluge. Mr. Luge. Yeah, I think it's got to be Birdie. Birdie's so... Because I don't want to give up Bay. I don't want to give up Tizo. I don't want to field Volfred. And as much as it pains me to separate her from Volfred, I trust Bertrude with the plan. Bay has a reason to go? Not really. She has nobody there waiting for her except the other exiles if she manages to meet up with them. I want Jody to adopt Bay. I want Jody to adopt Bay too. Volfred has more of a reason, yes, but that means I have to use him, right? The forbidden cairn of Haub, the forbidden cairn of Haub lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Shaq's 6 shoulders shall snatch them up if they attempt to cross. Others simply do not want to pass through to flagging hands. You know its true significance as we do, although your adversaries in the Tempers should be on their way now. Soon, you shall confront them once again. Yeah... Tizo expressed some interest. Wolfie, Tizo. Wolfred can play goalie, but, you know, that means... Oh, I've lost every match I've used Wolfred in. And having a goalie doesn't help that much when you're down to just 2 after getting a goal yourself. In spite of having checked earlier, you realize the Black Wagon suffered some damage to one of its wheels. Tizo was already working on repairs, but not having much luck. Tizo seems very frustrated about the broken wagon wheel. Oh, I won one. I won a 1. Okay, still, not giving me a lot of hope there. Hours later, the wheel is fit for travel again, although fixing it seemed to take a toll on him. Aww. That's okay, we're using them anyway. Ooh. Oh, buddy. Tizo seems to be in the midst of conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little appears perturbed about something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better than to underestimate him, in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Kreha? Tizo seems to be asking the lone minstrel to confirm that he's not playing some sort of prank. Oh, I'm being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? Tizo seems to be admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Just so. Then please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the 8. And more importantly, you're my friend. Tizo is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words, and considers him a friend as well. Oh, the Nightwings need you now, more than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, Rita? Respectfully inclined? Of course, Tizo not only is important to the group, but seems to need a boost of confidence. Yeah, and he deserves it. You concur with the lone minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He is an extraordinary indeed. I think chat would agree if we can get just, you know, everybody give a salute to Tizo. Give him 1 forehead kiss for you. Mwah. Absolutely. Right on his little furry forehead. He's a lovely little boy. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug. Oh! Pretty hug! Tizo is grateful to you for your kindness and your support of him. Tizo bounds off, happily, as the lone minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, Rita. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special. A quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time where he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other triumvirates have found imps with the capacity for it. They make for useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites whilst having no desire to leave this place. Although, little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. Oh, don't do this to me! In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. Lone Minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Yeah, okay, so the hope thing got evened out. We wish him well. Oh boy. Gotta hype the mascot every time. Alright, there it is, the Cairn of Hobe! We did win the game. We did win the game for the Impong. Okay. People are welcome to attempt to convince me to consider setting Bay free instead of Bernie. People are welcome to make arguments for it if they must. Oh, hey guys, you know, it seems so awful quiet now, I gotta say, without that slippery little character who used to hang around with you, I mean.
Thugs like this a lot. Thugs like this a lot. You know what I mean? I can't do Ron doing an impression of Gilman. That don't work. Hope he found that honor thing he was always going on about. We don't got that in stock just now. Ooh, the ultimate Stardust. I don't have enough for fucking anything. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. I have everybody's old, yeah. Ooh, spend 1,000 soul in the slug market. Done. Wait, actually, that's 20. That's 20. That's 19, but we're not going to use it. Okay, so I might as well. Wow, the waste of money to even purchase this, but whatever. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, I don't use all the pinches. Oh, wait, can I sell it back? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Okay. Wait, this is amazing. Wait. Permanently grant 1 presence. Yes. Done. Then we might as well quickness. Let's send Falcon Ron. I wish. He would probably fuck shit up in the Commonwealth. Okay, nothing else we can buy for now. That's good, though. Who do we want to give more presents? We want to give Tiza more presents. Cool. Ooh, downside talismans. Let's read up before our next sports. In the words of... Oh, wait, this is a new one. Wait, Indigenous Imps? In the words of Jomo Romenime, the Alpha Chief. Special mention must be given to the downside's most prolific native creature, which we call the Imp. With all respects to our comrade, Hobe, an imp himself, possessing of extraordinary intellect, most imps are driven by the simplest impulses. To eat, to drink, to procreate, to move, and to survive. Imps fuck confirmed. These creatures, then, are symbols of this place. They are far more resilient than they seem. Though wild by their nature, they, like all of us, can learn. Hobe insists that imps are willing to be put to work. Like other aspects of the downside, they wish more than to exist, but to exist with purpose. Interesting. And the Cairn of Hobe. Oh, wait. In the wise words of Luce Glorian. Okay. How ironic that the shattered remnants of the Bone Titan Shaxx Chick Shoulders. Oh, that name. Which once stood vigilant over the archway into flagging hands, remain now as foreboding as when that horrid little monster still possessed unnatural life. After little Hobe dispatched the Bone Titan in a feat of ingenuity, Shaxx's pieces fell onto the valley floor, becoming a set of standing stones, which Hobe marked. Oh, shit! You're telling me Tizo's great-grandpa pissed on this dude's bones? He choked him to death and pissed on his bones. He's the best. Further, traces of the Titan's glacial blood coagulated into perfect frozen drops, which still shimmer in the darkness. Six Shoulders seems to start reanimating when the stars above him dance a certain way. Paint the sigil then in the shining light. Wait. Downside talismans. He pissed glitter, no less. Yeah. Shiny bones. Shiny. Survival often is conflated with the physical. When we think of survival, we assume the need to sustain our bodies or improve our bodies. The strong survive. But, and take it from an Alpha Chief, there are different kinds of strength. The spirit is what drives us. By comparison, the body's impulses are weak. Here in the downside, faith is found in limited supply. Trinkets and mere baubles that would barely fetch a price in our homeland here are talismans. Seek talismans that mean something to you. Hold on to one that you hold dear. It shall reward you with reminders of your faith, your powers, your potential. How else are you supposed to assert dominance? The choking him to death was probably a good start. Solishell, the sparkly thing in its center, is in fact its heart, which airs out from time to time. A keepsake from Massive Solace. Only a monster would attempt to remove the heart, or would have the strength. Interesting. Xylobone! Tariq Celeste, you looking for a third? Xylobones, would that we all could become musical instruments ere our bones turn to dust.
That's actually a really nice sentiment. I like that a lot. Freebird! Why were you doing this the whole time, right? Why wasn't I? After making all the necessary preparations amid the stark badlands of the Cairn of Hobe, you and your companions await the commencement of the rites. It is even quieter even than usual at the onset of such events. The lone minstrel appears bearing some sort of news. I have checked, and it appears as if the Tempers have not yet arrived, Rita, sir. There's no sign of Ignarius or anyone. Their sigil is not set either. Well, if what he says is true, and your adversaries are not present, then you presume the rite cannot commence. However, the stars themselves soon indicate you are mistaken. Interesting. I think we learned about Beolanthius, didn't we? I think we've learned about maybe all of these? I think we maybe done all of these? I don't know if we've done Lord Gandroth, actually. Lord Gandroth. I don't think we've done that. I feel like I would remember that name more. It's hard because, like, at this point I've learned a bunch of them just from the book, from traveling to their, you know, the monuments.
Reader, the Commonwealth, your home.
Yeah?
Today it is aflame.
Oh!
Much like a stack of books.
Oh, shit!
Aflame because of you.
Yo!
Because
Mission
of
successful!
Your outlandish plan. Not that you care. Not that you shall live to see this place again. Your attempts at revolution shan't succeed.
70%, 78%.
Trying. As for myself, I shall enjoy presiding over these remaining rites.
We're missing on the revolution, right? The rites is set to commence, but your adversaries, they have failed to show. These are wonders if the Templars decided not to show, knowing they would not have another chance at the liberation rite. Indeed, as the rites are drawing to a close, some of the triumvirates whom you have met, perhaps they are beginning to decide the stars are not worth heeding any longer. Ignarius, you wonder whether he would give up on the rites like that. He did seem rather disaffected, having failed in the liberation rite before. Perhaps he did finally decide to quit. For good. In any case, we have begun the ceremony here, and so I ask that we end it. Wait, do we just mercy kill?
Who shall besmirch the Nightwing's name?
I guess now we use Volfred.
Volfred.
Oh, just so he can get maxed out too, why not?
Tizo.
Or maybe I'm screwing myself over and something's about to happen. Ugh. We take no pleasure snuffing out a flame sound. I like that they're making me play through this, though.
Lo, even your adversaries have abandoned you, and it is done.
Ha! Oh shit! I should have waited to see if they. Shit!
Not that their adversaries even care.
I should have waited to see if there was more dialogue from the voice. Damn. My only hope is that our would-be adversaries find some peace. I wonder if anybody... Does Volfred still learn from that? No, okay, good. He doesn't get any enlightenment from the... Yeah. And boom goes the dynamite. Not much of a boom.
Now, at your earliest convenience.
I really love that they put us through that. That's really good. That's really fucking good. No one speaks further of the Tempers back at the Black Wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the rite that is to come. Tizo can scarce believe that this is to be the final opportunity to liberate one of your own. I'm afraid so.
Our plan is an imperfect one, yet here we are, faced with this vital opportunity.
Wilfred's ambitious plot to spark a revolution in the Commonwealth as peacefully as possible. 81% though, I don't know. He looks over to you.
Reader, my boy, please go see for yourself. I think we all know where we are headed next, and I suspect I know whom we shall face when we arrive.
The others turn to you as well. You turn towards the wagon's door. You know what you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. That's a B, a passing grade, right? The dim and fading light of the small star, of the final star, still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you toward the endpoint of your path. You see plain the golden star of Solium. Look upon it for the last. Do I learn anything about Lord Gandalf for that last right? Final stretch. We're getting there. We're getting there. I think I'll take off redeems after we win or lose this final right. Solium, the golden star. The golden star burns bright over the fall of Solium. Oralek is already on his way. Interact to challenge the true Nightwings here next. Prevail, and one among you shall be free. The true Nightwings are led by the demon Oralek. Your record against them is 0-1. But what if Song's been there the entire time? Song's been there the entire time. We've been doing Song every time. You are summoned to the Fall of Solium for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that, if the rites ever shall commence again, shall not be during your lifetime, or that any of your companions, or that of any of your companions, even the longest-lived ones. The stars reveal to you one thing more. The adversary you shall face shall be Oralek. Already he has crossed Scribe's Gate and awaits your arrival. If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it is only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves.
Oralek, curse this damnable cycle that it may put us against him in this, our final chance. Let us retire for the night. We shall not have many chances more for rest before our journey's ended.
The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Elodial to make a final effort to achieve your plan and get somebody home, but who? My only argument is Orford and I might get extra hit dialogue, but it's not worth it. It's not worth failure. Even though I don't know... Oh.
Foolish reader.
Here we go.
Your so-called friends. You are accomplice to their hateful plot.
Who, me?
They are exploiting you. You shall never have your freedom.
You see, now I know they're sweating. Now I know they're worried, right? By dawn, you're already up and about after a troubled slumber. The Black Wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the Fall of Solium. No one speaks. All right, I'm going to put up a poll in chat. Real quick. Who do we send home? Bay, Bertrude, or Tizo? I'll allow additional votes at... I should make it expensive because this is a big decision. So I'm going to go... Additional votes at 1,000 a pop. And I'm going to put that bet up for 10 minutes. How about that? All right, we got a poll up. I'm not going to look at the results at all for the time being. Struggling not to spoil anything. You can hold off for, what, like an hour and a half? We'll get there before you know it. As you lift into the skies, the lone minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber mood. Rita, a certain olden ballad comes to mind just now. I think it may befit the circumstance. Perhaps it may help to pass the time along our flight. Would you mind it very much if I were to play this song for the Nightwings? This your final voyage towards a chance at freedom is a time for quiet contemplation. I almost want to choose that one, honestly, but no, this is probably right. I mean, it's a Darren Korb song. We probably should. Song from the Lone Minstrel may help lift the spirits of your companions at this final time. You urge the Lone Minstrel to play this ballad so that all among you might hear it. It begins without another word.
When the stars align, the rights shall come to bear. Illuminate the signs, the exiles shall be there. All are not the same.
Oh, this song, yeah.
But three shall be as one.
I hear Celeste in there.
In flame, the end has just begun. Strength may break our own, but twisted make up great. Together on their own, the journey shall be made. The journey shall be
They timed that shit out. That's what I get for slightly going in any. That's why every single star we had to fight brought us way down to the south of the map. They wanted to make sure that we took our time getting back up there for that song. Good on them. Good on them. All right. Wolford shall gain favor. That's not an option. Tizo shall gain. We're using Tizo no matter what. All right, back on Mount Elodial. You touch down amid the quiet solitude of Mount Elodial to make pilgrimage to the summit for one last time. There, one last liberation rite shall soon commence. There, one last exile shall regain his or her freedom. All others shall remain to carry out their sentences here in the downside for the remainder of their lives. And in the Commonwealth, the plan of which you are a part shall either come to fruition or shall be suppressed. Oh boy. After having landed, you join Tizo on an expedition to the monument of Molten Leaf for what is likely to be the final time.
Hello again, great-grandfather. I've come again to ask you a favor, if you please. My friends, they wish all to return to freedom. I was hoping you could find them, help them, just this one last time. I understand that they cannot all go home. This is beyond even your power. Now that the Teen Titan stars have
spread across the night. I actually said Teen Titan.
Yet by your leave, I wish to help them this last time. They're my friends. They are my friends. What else is there for me to do now save to help them? I see trees of green, red roses too.
Oh, God. Soon he is finished. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Molten Leaf has shown you favor. At dawn, you shall begin your last ascent. For now, your vocations may occupy what little time you have to spare. Yeah, extra glory for Tizo!
And I say to myself, what a wonderful downside!
Despite your growing knowledge of the Book of Rites, you yet struggle to grasp certain aspects of its teaching. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Quickness. Definitely get some Greekness going. The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence and their experience spread through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. You cannot tell. Celerity, yay! 2-2. Okay, sweet. Everybody's real quick. Okay, onward it is. Halfway done with the poll. I'm gonna check in on it real quick. Let's see. Wow, not a single vote for Tizo. Everyone wants to keep Tizo around. Somebody's pumping their channel points into Bay, into sending Bay home. So right now we got a really heavy lead for Bay. And that way we also don't break up Gertrude and Wolfred. Wolfred does deserve at least something for putting this whole plan together. So, you know, fair enough. Tizo is too good to be freed, right? Right? All right, it is said the scribes themselves watch over Scribes Gate. We shall prove ourselves worthy. Hey! Deep in the narrow passageways of Mount Elodial, you found a messenger imp looking to bring you the latest news and rumors from the other side. This time around, the imp brings tidings of Sir Gilman and what happened to him since liberation at the fall of Solium, when, at last, his self-imposed exile came to an end. You learn that his return to the Commonwealth was met with much rejoicing, and that before long he was promoted to the rank of Veiled Captain on the Blood Border. And yet, with tears welling in his eyes, he did refuse the post, stating he no longer had the heart to fight against the High Wing remnants as he once did. He then cast down his helmet, and when next anyone saw him, he was among Wolfred's agents, having joined the revolution to reshape the Commonwealth from within. You thank the messenger imp for the support, and salute it crisply, as surely Gilman would have. Soon, the news has everyone in the wagon talking. Tizo feels inspired by the news of Gilman's selfless actions.
The tears he shed ought to have been bottled and thus set aside for use in various salves.
Oh, Gertrude's on her grind set. Oh, eternally hag-maxing. I love her.
Noble Gilman made the gallant choice, it seems. Our plan comes closer to fruition through his good example and support.
Do you think that one day I can be as brave as him? Because I don't always think I can.
Just gotta maintain that squish. Constant state of squish.
I stay moist as fuck. The news of Gilman's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Yeah, a little hope. A little hoop. A little hope. You stand before the Scribes Gate with your companions. The gate guardian's there, as ever, but you sense something different in her. Oh, hello, welcome, Lou, welcome on in. Sorry, yeah, I did see a large block of text, and it does sound like something a bot would say, but if you insist, hello, welcome on in. The exiles of the Nightwings. We shall not meet again after the coming rite. Tariq and I. It shall be time we take our rest, I think. They're resting up. Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain anyone amongst us feels thus. We have a duty to uphold, Tariq. And then what, Celeste? And then? Nothing. Not for the rights or us. Not till the dawn of a new age. Now, Nightwings, step forward. Please state your names and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribes Gate. I hope we go through everybody one last time. How are you tonight? I'm good. We're finishing up Pyre, so I'm taken by the drama. I'm very, 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 very invested right now. This game's very good. Thank you very much for the follow, though. Welcome to Cool Hell. All right, polls ended, by the way, and with a solid margin, it's Bay. Marion with the big contribution there. Okay, Bay is going to be our final one we send home. We can hope that she gets adopted by Jody. That all would be right with the world. One by one, your fellow exiles approach her. now with sureness in their step. If I may, yes, we're going through the roll call. Roll call, roll call, roll call, roll call. If I may, my name is Wolfred Sandalwood. I long as yet to see an age where freedom is one's birthright, and no longer are good people such as these forced to contend for it. We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his beliefs, and then to go about our business. Tizo believes that his ancestors are watching over the Nightwings, and seeks to live up to their legacy. Oh, my name is Bay, and I am here because the scribes, this is the path that they have shown me, and all of us. I like it when they call to me. Finally, you step forth once more. You, an old farmer who simply wants to see his quest to its completion, and who managed to come this far with this group. The gate guardian observes you for a moment, and then motions past the archway toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. I thought you said the rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks over to her, then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be here where the stars align. oh, something's aligning right now, let me tell you. The gate guardian and the lone minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. Yeah, baby! Smanging it, smanging it, smanging it, smanging it. Seems like everyone on team should stay. TVH, you make a nice little family. They really, really do. And that might end up being the case, right? What happens if we lose? But, okay, we got like 2 minutes before we're due for an ad break, and I think maybe do I want to turn off redeems before or after our final game? Before? You think before? Before? People saying before? Well, in that case, y'all should get your redeems out of your system. Someone might raid in. That's very true. That's actually very, very true. And raids can be very destructive. I'd say turn it off now. Well, yeah, so we're due for an ad break. So before the ad break hits, if anybody has any sillies that they need to get out of their system, any last dumping of channel points before,
come and play with your hole.
Yeah, if anybody needs to play with their hole real quick before we go to ad break, and then, yeah, it makes sense. We should get this out of the way beforehand. Super Mario RPG. Thank you very much, Mary. Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3, Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Shoeman Fu, Harvest Moon, League Puzzle, Pokemon, Toe Jam and Erlin, Pandicon, Funkotron. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Jaja, Maruku, Night Razor, Blazing Lasers, Bases Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bubble Bobble, Double Dribble, Double Dragon, F-Zero, F-Zero X, and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, a Ninja Gaiden 1, a Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Cruising USA, hello Echo, welcome on in by the way. Also, oh god.
Success. And boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, you see that was the one thing I was maybe hoping to hold out for, and keep redeems on for the final game, because it would be nice to have one final boom that goes to dynamite. But we got one out of the way now. That makes sense, that's fair. Oh boy, okay. Well, with that being said, that's for good luck. Yeah, that's a preemptive one. We're gonna cash in on that later. But for now, I guess I should. Oh shit, I need to fix the fucking stream deck. God damn it. Okay, oh, is that not working? Is that not working? Oh, weird. Oh, weird. Yeah, my no font allowed thing isn't working. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, that's really obnoxious. Oh, God. No, it's fine. It's fine. I can manually turn off redeems. I can manually turn off redeems after all that fun, right? I know, right? Wait, I think I can fix that real quick. Give me 1 second. I think I just got a Twitch connection. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, this is annoying. This is annoying. I don't want to. You know what? I'm gonna deal with this later. I'm just gonna hit the BRB. We're gonna do a BRB real quick when we come back. Time for the final match. Oh boy, I'm gonna spend the BRB turning things off though. Turn redeems off. BRB fuckos.
Oh no. Satan's pretty cool.
fuckos.
Satan's pretty cool.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me just, I gotta turn off some alerts real quick. Make sure that that doesn't go off. So yeah, we don't have any, like, I'm gonna make sure that we're just not getting like follow alerts or like sub alerts, or if a raid happens, it's not gonna completely derail the tone of what's going on. Just because I want to make sure that, you know, shit's, we maintain a tone, the proper tone for this, final section of the game. Welcome to No Fun Girl. Only no fun in anime girls. God damn it. Yeah. I'm really excited, nervous, terrified of how this last match is gonna go, but if we win, we set Bae free and she gets adopted by Jody. If we don't win, then Bae stays here with us, which I feel like she's gonna be still pretty happy with. Either way, the Commonwealth is in flames, and if you ask me, that's mission accomplished enough as is. Yeah, it's just a match to see who adopts Bae. Oh, our last Falcon Ron visit.
Hey, guys. I guess you probably heard the big news, huh? Yeah, I'm going out of business here, I guess. Just hasn't been the same, well, with the stars all fading out and stuff. Anyway, I just want to say you guys are great. I sure am going to miss having you guys as customers and all of that. But I got some good news, too. All my stuff, it's all on sale now, and I will throw a little extra there just for you, okay? So, enjoy. And maybe I'll be seeing you guys around, okay?
Henceforth, all of Falcon Ron's goods are 5% off. Great. Last match of the game. Everything must go. Fucking savvy ass businessman till the end. I love him. Oh, the bargains. What a savings. Yeah, it doesn't even reduce the value of anything enough for me to. I can't just sell these. Fuck. My Crabthar's hammer. What a savings. You're leaving so soon, guys. Aww. Oh man. I know that the downside is in its proper stewardship right now. My God. You have gained the summit of Mount Elodial for the 7th time. Very few stars remain above to light your way as you await the commencement of the final liberation rite. The lone minstrel finds you clutching the Book of Rites, seeking there, perhaps, some bit of wisdom that has eluded you thus far. Rita, we may not have a chance to speak again after this. I may have to go. I wish to say that I'm grateful for having made your acquaintance. I shall remember you with fondness. I wish you well, this night, and always. Go forth with glory. Then he looks up and he extends his hand in friendship. You clasp it. You see Bertrude has joined you. All of your companions are there with her, in fact.
Reading one. Thou art both wiser and less irritating than most others of thy kind. We have learned something from thee, and we are grateful. It is strange for me to say, given the circumstances of our meeting, reader, but it has truly been a pleasure. Onward now. Let us achieve our plan. 81%, baby. To handle being dairy, it's physically painful. Group hug? No, they're doing the thing from Yu-Gi-Oh! Bae's gonna write a symbol on all of the backs of our hands, and it's gonna prevent Orlex Millennium Eye from seeing our cards.
Oh, hi, mister. The others, they said you wanted me to join them and come talk to you, so here I am. The scribes are watching us.
Tizo wants you to know that he has the utmost faith in you. Isn't it just a smiley face? I thought it was like a Japanese character or something that she draws on their hands. I don't think it's a smiley face. I think that would have been commented on. You look upon your fellow exiles, your companions, with whom you have withstood the downside, and with whom you shall now conduct this final rite. Begging your pardon, but my time has come. We shall see each other soon. Wait, it is a smile? Wait, really? I guess I never noticed or like looked hard enough because I only ever see it on one hand at a time. Because they're always apart. Fine. I never see this shot of them play. Really? God. Maybe that's the 4Kids edit? Oh, that could be it. That could be it. I don't know. That takes effort to actually change the visuals like that. We're getting distracted. He departs. After this night, The outcome of Ulfred's plan, the plan of which all you have been a part, shall be decided. One way or another. For now, all you can do is strive to prevail against your final adversaries, so that one last companion may go free. You rise to join your fellow exiles as the last remaining stars ignite. The final liberation rite of this age shall now commence. Our cause shall live on. Yeah, I know they changed shit with the walkie-talkies and whatnot. It was way more common back then. But it's also annoying. Okay, no. None of these. No difficulty modifiers. You looked it up? Okay, good. It's a smiley face in the manga. Shit. I guess I always only see a fragment of it, because I only see the part on Yugi's hand.
For one last time, upon the fall of Solium, dear reader.
Oh, look at all of them.
Me for one last time.
No!
For soon, the few remaining stars shall fade away, leaving you stranded there for your remaining days in that forsaken land where you deserve to be. The rabble that you roused here in the Commonwealth shall be put down. The exiles whom you liberated, all shall fall in line. But first, let us get on with this last liberation rite.
Put down, you say?
You face none other than yourselves. Each so unlike the glorious Nightwings of yore. 'Tis a shame that one of you shall soon be free, for you deserve each other.
You trying to put down the rebels? What about mercy? What about the Commonwealth's mercy, huh? The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. But before the lone minstrel can concur as per the custom...
Not another word!
The demon Orlek slowly raises his clawed finger to his mask.
The false Nightwings have arrived at last. Long have I awaited this. My freedom was once stolen from me, and I was cheated of it here upon this mountaintop. You may now attempt to take it from me once more.
He stands there for a moment, silent. Then, Orlek dons his mask and stands prepared.
May these damned rites cease forever for the misery which they caused.
Nightwings, we shall not meet again after tonight, for the cycle of the rites is all but ended. Thus, I would have your decision. On whose behalf shall you conduct this final liberation rite? The one whom you anoint, or else the exile, Orlek, shall be returned. Godspeed, Rita. You know what is at stake better than I. I have utmost faith in you to make the best decision and conduct this rite with glory. Nightwings, the star's remaining light grows dim. Your decision, please. The custody battle begins. Kramer versus Kramer! It is now time to choose who, if anyone among you, shall go free this one last time. The rest of you shall remain in the downside to the end of your days. One by one, you meet the gazes of each of your fellow exiles. Tizo, Wolfred, Bay, Bertrude, your fellow exiles, your companions, your friends. Together you have come this far, but now the downside and the rights conspire to tear your group apart and disrupt your plan. Are you prepared to choose this one last time? No, the pressure is too great. It seems most cruel and unfair to have to make such a decision. Is there no other way? What? What the fuck does that do? Yes, for there is no turning back. The fate of your friends in the Commonwealth may hinge on the decision you are about to make. Oh, part of me wants to find out. Is there a better way? Is this... Yeah, I think this just lets Orlek go home. We can't save Scum. Wait, we can't. Wait. No, we can load a checkpoint. Fuck around, find out. Ugh! But I gotta. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. With but a glance, you reassure your fellow exiles that you know what to do.
One final opportunity for salvation. Too bad for
Yeah, so we definitely did something with the roster bio updated. All right, Bay. Chat wants you to get adopted by Jody. It's time. Wait first. Ooh, we can see the adversaries? I didn't know. Karef and Ixa. Okay, extra quickness. Extra quickness. Extra hope. I'm sure I get it. Special dialogue for including Sandalwood. You're not convincing me, Tumley.
Me? I can finally go home? No, not yet. I mean, I know I can't go yet, but if the scribes allow it, maybe soon? This final time?
Your choice is cast. As for your other companions, you sense a clarity of thought and purpose in each of them. They stand ready to support Bay, as well as you.
Who shall lend her support? Tizo.
Tizo is ready to do whatever it takes to see Bay regain her freedom this night.
Thy will is ours, reading one. Let the remaining stars shed their last light upon our ceremony here.
If that is all, then.
Those are to be my adversaries, then. And who is it, I wonder, who asserts his will over that group?
You sense Orlek searching for you, almost reaching out for you.
You, the shadow of the false Nightwings. They are nothing to me but you, who would relinquish your own liberty for the sake of them? Strange. It is fitting, then, that I should have to face one such as you.
Then, Orlek stands at the ready, signaling for his two allies to do the same.
By the light of dawn, the cycle of the right shall cease. Let us see if we can finish this ordeal before that time.
The sky above begins to shudder. The final liberation rite is about to commence. Tariq, I am prepared, Celeste. Then let us song this evening shake the stars themselves. Aye, Celeste. Let us make sure of it. Wish me luck, fuckos.
I am disappointed to see you here, Tizo. Opposing me once more.
Tizo is very upset and calls for Orlek to cease speaking to him. Orlek ceases to stare at the imp for a moment.
It is a shame that you're cut up in the middle of all this, little one. Your mind has been poisoned against me.
Tizo insists that Orlex is wrong and urges him to stop what he is doing.
I'm sorry, Tizo.
Now I should only say this to you once. Stay out of my way! Oh shit, he's got jukes! He's got so many jukes! Oh god! Okay, didn't get him either, okay. Okay, cool. Tizo. Ah, shit. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Slither, shit. God, oh God. Oh, got them both, Bay! Bay, go for it, go for it, go for it! No! Shit. Oh my God, they put up such a fight. Whoa. Yeah! Woo! Oh my God, I got the power jump too. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Ah, damn. Yeah, I can't just go in like Gilman with her. Okay. That's gonna take them all out. That's gonna take them all out. Tizo. Yeah. Okay. We're working it. The sky rains ash. Soon your own pyres mingle with them. Then the skies above began to rain down fire. The final throes of the cycles of the rites and the ending of the age. Oh, I'm sweating. My hands are sweating. What the fuck? What? Okay. Up. Oh, I'm really glad I gave, Gertrude, big hit! Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. He's so fast. No, perfect.
The flame is stricken.
Okay, fair.
Yes.
Oh, I see where the fire's about to hit. Oh. Serpentine, baby! So the false Nightwings bear their fangs at last. But that cannot be your finest effort. You think you deserve your freedom more than I? Then fight for it, damn you!
How he has changed, that Warlick. Grown old and bitter, lo these many years. Brilliantly done.
Orlek stands, breathing heavily. He looks back on the thin lick of flame that is his smoldering pyre before turning his attention back to your triumvirate. There's only one person who can win this for us. Shit. There's only one person. Oh, no. No, Tizo has to get us to win. Intercepted! Made out the jump. He's gonna do another jump. You have another jump in you.
And there it is, at last. The
MVP!
their worth. As for their adversaries, they did
Boom! Goes the dynamite. Fuck yeah!
liberation right.
Ooh!
And thus,
Give me a second.
The scribes have chosen.
God damn! Take a sip. We lost the custody battle, but we won the war. That's why we lose to the Nightwings the first time. It's to build up that tension. We had a job to them once for the Ark. It was all for the Ark.
I knew the scribes would help us see this through.
We look upon Bay for what you expect shall be the last time you see each other. Any moment now, the shimmer pool shall engulf her. Any moment now, she shall return to glory and join with Wolfred's agents in the Commonwealth to help achieve the plan. Whoa. Let me take a large sip, goddamn. Celebration hit was too big. Any moment now, the cycle of the rites shall end. At least until the dawn of a new age. Any moment now.
And thus, the scribes have chosen...
You're damn right they did!
And thus, the scribes have chosen... And thus, the scribes have chosen...
Oh shit!
No.
Oh, it's already over!
Wings. Reader,
What?
what have you done?
Oh no! Are we too late? Is it too late for me?
Each prior time upon the fall of Solium, the Shimmer Pool is opened, following the Liberation Rite, and taken in whichever exile prevailed. But now, all is still, and the light of the stars above has all but died. You sense a growing fear that it is already too late, that the Shimmer Pool shall not reveal itself again. Orlek approaches, his head bowed. The 8 scribes saved their greatest treachery for last. Then, something else catches his notice. Wait. A sudden rush of starlight cascades through the stillness of the summit. The Shimmer Pool has appeared again. Different somehow, but open and red. May looks upon it, but it does not engulf her. Or at least, not yet. Soviet National Anthem starts playing. Soviet National Anthem starts playing! The Red Wave! It seems I was mistaken then. The 8 scribes. This is not their greatest treachery, it is their greatest jest! The Shimmer Pool is flung wide open. It seems that all are worthy, now, of freedom. Orlek strides towards the Shimmer Pool, but... Halt, Orlek. Orlek glances over the lone minstrel, almost in surprise. The Shimmer Pool has lost most of its strength. You step inside, and you shall surely drown. Of that I can assure you. He laughs to himself at this. Then... we have all been cheated. No. The Shimmer Pool is revealed, and one of you may still return, as planned. But as for who returns, someone shall have to choose. Ere the last light of the stars is extinguished and the rites cease to be, this is the final trial of the scribes. The final trial of the scribes. Then, our confrontation, the Liberation Rite, it was all meaningless. No. The victor of the confrontation is to be the one to make the choice. Among those closest to the scribes. Either the anointed, or he who anointed them.
Well then, I can go home? Or maybe I could just choose that you go home instead.
Aye. It shall be either you, the reader, or... it shall be either or. Faye, please, make your decision quickly, lest it shall be forfeit. I do not know for how much longer the light of the stars will offer you this gift.
If that is truly as it has to be, well, then... my choice is made. I'm choosing you, mister. I would like you to be free, okay? For everything that you have done for me and all of us.
May wishes to give up her freedom so that you may regain yours. Very well. Reader, sir. The choice which Faye made, or rather, the choice which she gave, it is now yours to make instead. This choice. It may keep bouncing back and forth like this? Absurd. It may, until such a time as one of you is willing to accept the burden and the outcome of the choice. That is the trial. And I fear there's little time remaining now. Reader, if you and your companion are too cordial with each other to accept that freedom,
Either one of you. Then I shall gladly take it. Freedom ought to be more than some flirtatious trifle to exchange. Rita, what is your will? I'm not looking at chat at all right now. This is your chance, and may wish that you should take it. It is rude to re-gift. Your intention this night was for her to return to glory, and it shall be done. She did re-gift our gift. He earned his rightful freedom long ago. He deserves his justice. I've grown accustomed to the downside. Your thoughts crystallize. You have chosen Oralek. What? Oralek? Do you accept the reader's choice, or shall you make another? Also, thank you for doing the duck season, wabbit season in the chat. Thank you for that. No, I shall not make another. I accept the reader's choice. The reader's mercy. And it is done. Okay, but real quick before you go, there's this whole plan that you need to be a part of, okay? Your boyfriend would really like you to be a part of this. For a moment, Oralek appears to be at peace. And then... he is gone. Oralek regained his freedom. Oralek is set to return to the Commonwealth and leave the downside forever. Accept this, for it is done. Is the words most...
Godspeed, Oralek. By the scribes. No stars that remain aloft.
Yeah, he doesn't even...
The cycle of the rites. It is finished.
He doesn't even have the will to insult us anymore.
Commonwealth. What shall become of it?
You're now a single father? I've got a whole polycule with me.
Nightwings. The opportunity to gain your freedom from the downside. Was it not enough?
Wow. Is the world's most convoluted divorce hearing? Oh, that's Kramer versus Kramer 2, as seen on the On Cinema Oscar special. Okay. That night, the exile Oralek returned to the Commonwealth. He was to be the last. The stars had faded, and the cycle of the rites had run its course. He found the Commonwealth in a state of unrest. Spurred by the efforts of 5 liberated exiles, Wolfred Sandalwood's revolutionary plan had incited the masses. These exiles, and the starless sky, portended the return of the scribes. The rulers of the Commonwealth pushed back. Fighting broke out in the streets, in spite of Sandalwood's intentions. It was then that the winged Highwing remnants chose to strike. Allegations that the Highwing remnants were in league with Sandalwood were never proven. However, there was no denying the result of the two-pronged attack. After enduring for almost a millennium, the Commonwealth had fallen. Good. The new Saurian Union declared its sovereignty in the next year. Among the changes its elected leaders ushered in, they vowed never to cast their people into exile, and they abolished the old Commonwealth decree forbidding literacy. Today, we still remember all of this. And we remember the exiles of the downside, whose deeds led to the dawning of our age. Whether they returned or not. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Saints. Saints, all of them. Holy shit. Didn't let the exiles back in though. There's the implication that they couldn't, right? Ron's Saint? Yeah! Okay, we gotta work our way through everyone. Let's work our way through our enemies first. Alright. After the final liberation rite, Lendulf refused to believe that the rites had truly ended. He would sit through night after consecutive night, staring into the blackness of the sky, awaiting any kind of sign he might gain another chance at freedom. No such sign ever came. His fellow accusers started to express concern for him. Survival had become their top priority once liberty had slipped from their grasp. Lendl dismissed them as weak fools. He insisted, rather forcefully, that any evening now the stars would shine for him again and mark the way toward his inevitable freedom. He was, of course, mistaken. The others in his triumvirate were left with little choice but to abandon him. After that, the exile known as Lendl the Liar was never seen again. However, there have been since been sights of a bedraggled demon who wanders the downside and bears Lendl's cruel countenance, suggesting he yet lives. And he fades away. And yeah, I noticed, yeah, golds are up. Grays did not make it back. Yeah. Oh, Sandra, man. After the cycle of the rites had ceased, Wichunmilde had returned to the Flagencan's reasoning, where she sealed herself within the pit of Malith. There, even her fellow exiles of Listron allegedly grew unnerved after a time, and left her to her vile work. Sometime later, the pit of Malith erupted into flame. So intense was the conflagration, it could be seen all the way from Jomur Valley. Arson was suspected, though the cause was never verified, and many bog dwellers in the region were forced to flee. The tempest blowing from the north finally quenched the flames. When at last the ashes settled and the grounds had cooled, the site of the fire was scarred beyond recognition. No trace of Wichunmilde could be found. As for the contents of the pit of Malith, which notably included a profane object thought to be the remains of Yslock, all of it was gone as well. Yeah, she actually does get to be one with Yslock. Who'd have thunk? Back in the Saurian Union, Hulmilda's repeated threats of the return of Yslock were thoroughly investigated, and no credence was found to any of her claims. Our nation, oh, that, just reading those words actually got me a bit, fuck. Formed in 839 AS, after the fall of the Commonwealth. One day, we all may stand shoulder to shoulder with a common cause. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's you. As the cycle of the rites drew to a close, it grew evident that a chance of freedom from the downside had forever slipped from Dalbert and Almer Oldheart's grasp. Thus, they and the exiles of the Fate returned to Jomur Valley. There, they struggled to get by, as exiles of the downside tend to do. Sometime after the rites had ended, the Old Hearts at last heard the news that the Commonwealth had fallen. This was well after the fact, of course, but it brought old Dalbert great joy. Despite his forthright manner, he had no love for the nation that cast him down, along with his son. Dalbert Oldheart passed peacefully in his sleep before the next new moon. Oh, he outlived his enemy. Yes! That's how we like to see him go. Fuck. Oh. In his final days, he implored his son to undertake a pilgrimage to the scribes. Almer never shared his father's view of the scribes, but respected Dalbert's wishes. And so, after a period of mourning, Almer began a new journey. One day, during his travels, he almost headlong into another exile after paying homage at the Spring of Jomur. He was stunned to find, no way, Mimey, you were right, Mimey, you were right. He was stunned to find that this was none other than the one he knew as Bay, from their old days as adversaries in the rites. Bay was overjoyed to see him, though Almer was unable to bring himself to understand why. Eventually, of course, he did, and they remained together, growing ever more accustomed to their new lives in the downside. Not a day went by that Almer Oldheart didn't think about his father, and give thanks to him, and speak to him, morning and at night. Or that the stars yet shone, for surely Dalberts would be there among them, smiling down at his son, and watching over him and his kin. All his life, Sir Deluge had fled from one danger only to find himself facing another. He had escaped the war-torn waters of the Sea Dominion. He had escaped the blood border of the Commonwealth, and now he had escaped the rites. After the rites had ended, many exiles wrapped up in the ancient test were crestfallen, as their last chances to return to their homes were vanished, along with the stars above. But Deluge did not mind, for this outcome meant that, at last, there was no burden of responsibility weighing down on him. While most of— if you like pina coladas! That's not Jimmy Buffett. He totally became a Jimmy Buffett fan. He spends all his time at fucking Margaritaville, let's be real here. He is mentally in a hammock all day, every day. While most of his fellow exiles of the Pyre hearts yet longed for the waters of the Sea Dominion, driven as ever by their impulses towards conflict, Deluge settled down. She's fucking downside! Yeah! With him remained one of his companions, one Lady Seagrass, who had taken a liking to him for some reason. A worm knight duty bound to oh, don't sleep with an employee! Reportedly, they disappeared into the waters of Worm Gulf, which may begin to explain the significant increase in worm population observed in the vicinity. Okay, they smegging it. Oh, God. Down Margaritaville. They bang, they fuck. Oh, you just take one look at Sir Deluge and you know that man gets pegged. Definitely Paradise then. Barker Ashpaws never had much interest in returning to the Commonwealth, for he always found its bylaws to be stifling. So when the rites ended, he did not care, at first. He soon grew very bored. The rites had given his life a certain sense of structure he'd always needed. He missed the raw anticipation of it all. He decided to continue conducting the rites, for the thrill of it. Yes! Yes! No, hell yeah! He became the first ever football hooligan. Punk Dog realizes he needs structure. Oh my god, he's that one dude from the Squatopia episode of Save Your Renegade Angel. Allegorically, or whatever the fuck he says. Great little riff. Dog cannot help but ball was life. He decided to continue. Fuck, wait. Shit, I am at a really rough turning point right now, fuckos. Do I call the VOD until all of us are free, none of us are free? Or do I call it Ball Was Life? Both are really good options! He decided to continue conducting the rites for the thrill of it. He bent some of the rules and replaced some of the objects, but it was close enough. His packmates, the dissidents, proved more than happy to participate, and thus they ran against each other back in Jomura Valley. Gradually, other exiles familiar with the rites, as well as those who had not heard of it at all, started to take an interest. They ended up giving Barker Ashpaw some healthy confidence in the original football hooligan. Until all of us are free, Ball is life. We're mixing our metaphors there. Cereza. I don't know. No. It goes too hard. His old feud with Rookie Greentail ceased meaning anything to him, and he forgot all about it amidst his new pursuits. Ultimately, even Barker Ashpaws, who had led such a directorless existence to that point, ultimately found something of a calling through the rites. Oh, always mixes the metaphor. Yeah, is that so, Mrs. Fox Witch Doll? What else is what else you got going for you? Whether he took the rites less seriously than any other exile of his time, or more, was oft debated by those who watched him work. Okay, this fucker. When Manly's Tinderstauf realized the rites had ended, and that he could no longer return to the Commonwealth through his ancient means, he was outraged. He cursed the scribes, spewing forth such a slew of blasphemy as to be very unbecoming of one of his son's status. Oh no! We made Manly swear! Manly locked in the downside. We call that a good ending. When at last he calmed himself, he focused all his energies on attempting to find another means of homecoming. He maintained regular contact with his wealthy family on the other side via messenger imp, and used their vast resources to explore other means of escape. He tried using an elaborate pulley system. He attempted to retrofit a flying black wagon with superior propulsion. He tried an imp raft, a hot air balloon, even prayer. Nothing worked. There was only one way to escape the downside, and now it was gone. Tinderstauf bankrupted his family in these vain attempts. At last, such was his shame that he retreated to the teeming woods of Black Basin, to Cinderroot. Welcome on in, Raiders! Welcome, welcome! Hello! You did it! 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 What'd you do? What'd you do? Welcome on in. We normally have a whole thing that like goes off during raids, but I've got that silenced right now just because we're at the very end of first things first. Massive spoilers for anybody who is planning on playing Pyre, which I highly recommend. And now that I've just beaten it and I'm in the middle of its epilogue, I think it's my favorite Supergiant game. It's really, really, really fucking good. You hit affiliate. Congratulations. That's huge. Congratulations. No way, Beep Kitty. Congrats. And I'm your first affiliate raid. That means a lot. That means a lot. Thank you very much for rating in with your viewers. Thank you very much for stopping by. What were you doing? What were you up to? Big congrats. Big grats. Big grats. Round of applause for Beep Kitty. Thank you so much. If you need to raid and run, I totally get it. Same with anybody who raided in. But for those of you unaware, I am Phirmth. I'm a cozy little Baphomet, enjoyer of the weird, the obscure, the arcane, the cult classic. I make some long-ass video essays for YouTube. Whoop, that's not how you spell that. YouTube. There we go. Plays the Sonic DX ended with pistol. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! Congrats! Big grats on that. Well, yeah, I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community. Like I was saying, I need to take a sip. 1 sec. Like I was saying, I've just beat Pyre, which is a phenomenal game from Supergiant, the same studio as Hades and Bastion and Transistor, and it's been a really phenomenal time. I am on the epilogue, so if you would like to keep yourself unspoiled, which I would highly, highly recommend, it's a very, very good game. Now might be the time to dip. Understandable. Wouldn't blame me if you didn't. Get you some Wawa. Yeah, get you some Wawa. Get you. You're talking about water. I'm talking about sandwiches. Been meaning to play Pyre. You were always pretty wary. Why were you? Why were you wary of Pyre? I've got to ask. Well, what? You don't trust this face on screen right now? You don't trust Manly Tinderstauf? Was it sports? Because trust me, it's really good. It's really, really, really fucking good. People get off with sports. Seem legit. Hey, AO, welcome on in. Welcome. Can I also get a shout out for AO? I know we should have gotten one for Beep for rating in, but can I also get a shout out for AO, who I saw earlier? I'm gonna have to watch more of your VOD later. AO's playing through Heavy Rain and purposefully failing any QTE. Have you gotten anybody killed yet, AO? Have you gotten anybody killed yet? I cannot tell you how fucking good. Thank you very much for the follow, by the way, Bagel Tiger. You did. Wait, you got somebody killed? One death? Oh my god, amazing, amazing. I was watching AO earlier, and she was at the section where you gotta like run home. You gotta like run and do something. You like cut off a finger or something in time. Otherwise, something bad is going to happen. And she literally just stood there in game while putting on Tank's World cooking videos and still had the fucking tense ass music on in the background. I was cackling. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching the fuck out of that VOD. Oh my god. Fail Heavy Raid is the best way. I cannot shout her out enough. Oh god. Well, again, like I was saying, Beef Kitty, if you've got to raid and run, I get it. Eat yourself a meal. Take a little stretch. Look at something other than a screen for a bit. I don't blame you. But if you want to remain unspoiled for Pyre, you probably want to dip because we're on the post game. Where are they now? So I would not blame you if you needed to keep yourself blind and deaf to the proceedings. But anyway, either way, thank you so much for raiding on in with the with the raiders. Also, wait, it pisses off David Cage. It's absolutely not like you expect. It's like the same energy as French people turn this into soccer rules, but not by French people. What? Wait, does David Cage actually get angry at people who like purposefully dick around in his games? Because that makes me really happy. Anyway, back to voiceover time. Wait, he gets pissed off at people playing his game bad? Please tell me that there's a video out there of him talking about that. Like we have one about Jonathan Blow getting upset about Soulja Boy. Some gets distracted halfway through typing in the topic chain. Okay, fair enough, Cereza. All right. Tinderstaff bankrupted his family in these vain attempts. Oof, get fucked, idiots! At last, such was his shame that he retreated to the teeming woods of the Black Basin, to Cinderroot. There, he yet wallows, complaining to his comrades of the chastity who still put up with him, either about his own misfortune or the latest news from the other side. Yeah! Alright, Ignarius. Once it became clear to Ignarius that the rites were drawing to a close, he knew that it was time for him and the Tempers to call it quits. But first, he and the Tempers decided to celebrate, and that they did, for many, many nights. The revelry did eventually subside. The exiles parted amicably and went their separate ways. He roamed the downside then, looking for some meaning in his life. Sometimes taking odd jobs requiring his brute strength. He never remained alone for very long and took on many lovers in his time. Whoa, damn! However, he sometimes thought about the one he called Curly Horns and what became of her. Oh, he had a crush on Jody. Oh. Yeah, you can tell he's a fuckboy because he's got a tattoo of a kiss mark on his neck. There's only one man I know who can pull that off, and that's Lil B the Bass God, okay? Boy got game, yeah. Though his glory days as the most powerful conductor of the rites had long since passed, he always enjoys the fearsome reputation he had cultivated at that time. Fair enough, Mothman, fair enough. Yeah, we can expect him to have game. Alright, Tam. As soon as possible after Tamitha Vane earned back her liberty, she rejoined her sisters of the Highwing Remnants in the mountains of the north of the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth believed that someone such as she could be rehabilitated through years spent in exile. Instead, her hatred for her ancient enemies only intensified. On the night of the Scribe's return, the Highwing Remnants were poised to strike the Commonwealth in a decisive blow. Inspired by the liberated exiles, the people of the Commonwealth demanded new leadership. Cast yourselves down! Cast yourselves down! Chant from the Scribe's based as fuck! Oh, it makes me so happy. They had received credible intelligence about the expected positions of the Commonwealth leadership, and of specific weaknesses in the blood border defenses anticipated that night. After a surgical procedure, Tamitha could fly again, almost as well as prior to her exile. She insisted on spearheading the attack with a squadron of the Harp's finest. Oh, Mecha Tamitha! Base! Beep, get out of here so you don't get spoiled! Thank you so much for the raid, but like, it's a good game, don't ruin it for yourself. They descended on their foes exactly as planned. The chaos that had risen in the streets of the Commonwealth that night made for an optimal diversion. Nonetheless, the battle took its toll. Many of Tamitha's sisters fell. She herself sustained many grievous wounds, but ignored them all and fought with a terrible fury. By dawn, the leaders of the Commonwealth had been eliminated, and Tamitha was limping back towards the mountains. She would never fly again. Oh. Mecha Birdzilla? Well, let me take her in and make her my Mecha Bridezilla, damn it! Soon after the fall of the Commonwealth, Tamitha attended a debriefing in which her blood sister, Pamitha, was also in attendance. Tamitha was very skeptical that Pamitha could have played a beneficial role in the preceding events and lashed out at her. Pamitha made no attempt to elude the attack and was struck full on. This cost Pamitha the use of her right wing, Yet, after she recovered, she shrugged the incident aside and said maybe they would call it even now. From that point on, the Blood Sisters kept a formal distance, but were cordial with each other. After the rise of the Saurian Union, Tabitha Vane continued to serve as flight tactician and remains respected and feared, even among her kind. However, without a war to wage, she grew more distant even than usual. Those closest to her surmised that her inability to reconcile with her blood sister was at the heart of this, though, for her part, Tabitha never once admitted to any such weakness. Alright, Orlek, you better have done something good with the freedom I gave you. In the aftermath of the final liberation rite, Orlek at last returned to his nation, one he had not seen in nearly 2 decades. He scarce recognized it. After all, it was in the midst of transformation, a social and cultural upheaval sparked by Volfred Sandalwood's plan. When Orlek witnessed the people of the Commonwealth gathered in solidarity under the black sky there on the night of the scribe's return, he looked on in silence for a time. Then, the High-Wing remnants descended, and a panic quickly spread among those gathered. A pitched battle erupted in the streets. It was chaos. Orlek observed all of this, and then took a step towards the fray. He knelt beside the closest injured man next to him. He staunched the man's bleeding and set an injured leg, then pulled him to a safer corner of the street. Orlek's old abilities as a physician had not left him during all his years. Thus did he aid as many as he could throughout that night, until the danger passed. History would know him as the Demon Doctor, a term of endearment that struck even after his horns started to recede. Oh, he lost the horns? That's too bad. He lent his skill and service throughout the birth of the Saurian Union. The one he had called the Shadow of the False Nightwings was someone who he'd thought of often. He knew he owed his freedom to him. Having witnessed the aftermath of Sandalwood's plan, Orlek understood at last what his former companion wanted. Years ago, they conceived a version of this plan. Now, Orlek found he wished Sandalwood could be present to witness the reality of it. Alone with his thoughts, Orlek would sometimes visit the memorial to the fallen leaders of the Commonwealth. Though, other than such appearances, and notwithstanding his duties as a master physician of the state, Orlek led a very private life. Few would have guessed that he was once one of the most accomplished rites conductors in the history of the Nightwings. History, of course, shall ensure we shall not forget. Thank you for following, XP Artsy. Thank you very much. Welcome on in. Did you raid in, or are you just chilling? We don't have any follow notifications or anything on right now because I just want to let this finale go at its own way. Oh, she took off her hat. She looked good. Well, she got permanent hat hair. What am I talking about? Wait, Ash1826. Thank you very much for the follow as well. After the cycle of the rites ceased turning, records of what happened to the Black Wagon of the Nightwings become inconclusive and contradictory. Some accounts suggest that the exiles of the Nightwings, who remained in the downside, continued to make use of the Black Wagon as their place of shelter and their means of travel. However, there is no record of what happened to the wagon's contents, such as the Book of Rites or the Beyonder Crystal, said to be haunted by the apparition, Sandra the Unseeing. One possibility is that, when the lone minstrel took his leave, he took the Beyonder Crystal with him, for he was thus obliged. By this line of reasoning, however, the Black Wagon itself should have been taken also. Others remain skeptical that the Beyonder Crystal ever existed, or, rather, that the visions that it granted were anything other than the result of an active imagination or a fever dream. The bog dwellers of the southern bogs offer still another explanation, for they are familiar with binding enchantments. If there existed such an object, in which the Sisters of the Arch had been expelled for more than 800 years, then the enchantment would have expired, along with the light of the stars. What this would have meant for Sandra and the Beyonders is difficult to say for certain, other than it may have meant that they were finally released. Nevertheless, The fates of Sandra and the Beyonder Crystal remain unknown. Yet those exiles of the Nightwings who claimed to have seen this apparition all spoke of her with degrees of reverence, or perhaps a little fear. Alright, who next? Hedwyn. After his liberation, Hedwyn was instrumental in the events leading to the fall of the Commonwealth, and was vital to the outcome of the plan. He was the one who led the raid on the stronghold where Archjustice Androboles IX was holed up when the fighting grew fierce. Ooh! He took the fight to Androboles himself? Fuck yeah! With him, then and thereafter, was one of the winged harps of the High Wing remnants, later identified as Fikani Shang. A harp for whom Hedwyn cared deeply. They were separated when Hedwyn was exiled. I cannot blame him. Yeah, this is a real question. Yes, the winner, chicken dinner. Their bond was vital to the peace that followed. Oh my god! It's what's his face? It's the fucking couple from across. It's just the couple from across. What is it, Max, the genius guy, the blue-haired boy? In all his days as a leader in the Saurian Union, Hedwyn often confided in his friend, Jodariel. Despite her intense manner, there was no one whom he trusted more in times when circumspection was required. Hedwyn would often think about the vow he made at the beginning of his quest for freedom. Although he cherished all the friendships he made, he had pledged to Jodariel, Rookie Greentail, and the Reader of the Nightwings that they may be free again, together. You, the Reader, you are an exile of the Commonwealth, sentenced to life in the downside. Once merely the status of a deviant, yet now a revered title in the Saurian Union. Yeah. He had broken that vow, in the end. Not all of them were able to return. A terrible guilt over this darkened his mood for a time. However, the others whom he still knew lifted his spirits, much like he had often lifted theirs. All of the Nightwings knew the stakes. While the others who stood with the Nightwings were not all able to remain in contact thus, Hedwyn thought of each of them often, and so, in turn, did they oft think of him. So I gotta ask, for people who really know this game, like, is it possible for the revolution to fail? Rookie. After Rookie Greentail earned back his freedom, he returned to a lavish welcome ceremony in the Commonwealth, as was the tendency for liberated exiles. It was everything he could have hoped for, and soon he was well off, surrounded by luxury and choosing between various exciting opportunities. However, he must have given in to his better judgment, as he did end up siding with Wolfred Sandalwood's revolutionary forces, as he promised. On the night of the scribe's return, Greentail kept busy barking orders to Wolfred's agents as the situation grew tenser. He took rather well for leadership. When dawn finally came and it became clear that the Commonwealth that everybody knew would be no more, he realized that many new opportunities awaited. He began quite a lucrative career for himself, manufacturing and selling replica merchandise inspired by the downside. His main struggle was to meet demand. An aspect of his conscience cautioned him against making light of such a thing, but the money was too good, and soon his family was as well off as he always said. One of his orders of business was to seek out one of his old companions, Pyre, to whom he took a liking during their quest for freedom. Wait, really? This is a ship we did not get to mess around with. They bonded further over their love of drink, and supported one another through uncertain times that lay in store. He also kept in close touch with Gilman, ever the perfect practice partner. They would train together often, taking care to stay in tip-top shape as much as possible throughout the years. Greentail always did his best to keep in touch with all his many friends, and knew that he owed his fortunes to them. He made a special point of staying close with the group of friends he came to know so well during his time with the Nightwings, wherever they were. They shared a special understanding that put even Greentail at a loss for words sometimes. Okay, so he also got a little winner. Hell yeah. Get it, Rookie? I guess, yeah. Didn't we send Rookie home before we met Pam? I don't think we sent him before we met Pam. I don't think so. But they barely spent any time in the party together. That's for fucking sure. Mimey, I do not need to read that. I'm going to delete that message just for the sake of... Yeah, I'm just going to delete that message real quick. We don't need that chilling on screen for much longer. Okay, well, it's still... Okay, good. Oh, I missed? Wait, I missed it? Oops, god damn it. Well, now I just gotta complete it for... Yeah, there we go. Fucking god damn it. And also I saw... Okay, so the percentage is just like, you need to reach a certain amount and then it's a given. That would make sense. It would feel really shitty to get the percentage all the way up to like 90-something and then have it fail. Top 10 Andrew Rails, I'm sorry! All right. I'm sorry. I didn't even see what message you sent, Cora. I'm so sorry. Yeah, retype the message. Okay. Anyways. It's not so much the sentiment of the message. It's just more, I don't need the phrase doggy dick in my chat. Just if you free everyone, I think it's a bloodless revolution. But you can't free everyone. Or if you win every liberation right. Wait, really? Interesting. I don't really like that. No, I think the point was gotten across, Mimey. Walked in, we have mods. You've been here. Welcome on in. You can't miss the target if you calmly drop the surrounding area. Thanks, Ahmad. All right. Let's talk about somebody who did go home. Or no, let's talk about somebody who didn't. Like Birdie. Several exiles of the Nightwings cared more for the plan of Sandalwood than to return home from the downside. The crone called Big Bertrude was a prime example. She had found a suitable environment to live, within the dismal region known as the Flagging Hands. There she had built up a thriving place of business, known to many exiles in the land. With the rites having ended, she returned to her preoccupations, working away almost as though nothing had happened. When one gets to be more than 400 years of age, perhaps even monumental events such as the culmination of the rites or the collapse of the Commonwealth are seen as trifling matters. Much of her effort was doubtless due to the influence of Sandalwood, someone whom she had admired now for decades. He had made clear that he could not requite her feelings for him, but what could have been a hurtful dismissal led only to a deeper understanding between them. By and large, Bertrude kept focused on her work. Whenever they were casting small enchantments or imbuing talismans, the work brought her a sense of purpose, she would say. In the Commonwealth, such services were strictly forbidden, but in the downside, there was a real need for simple luxuries, which the competing slug market could not always provide. Thus did Big Bertrude continue to live up to her name. The tales of her days with the Nightwings made her that much more the living legend. She was a swamp hag. Jody. After her liberation, Jodariel soon became an icon of the movement that led to the collapse of the Commonwealth and the rise of the Saurian Union. Her military prowess and experience led to key victories in the clashes against the Commonwealth loyalists. Each time, she was able to subdue the opposition, avoiding lethal force. In the uncertain times that followed, Jodariel's seasoned expertise often came into play both in matters of security and of state. For instance, she conscripted and trained a team of volunteers in public safety. The community did not know what to make of such a cordial bunch at first, but soon came to value their service. They have stood for the people ever since, and we celebrate their founding day each year. She remained close with Hedwyn all through this experience, and they supported each other through their struggles many, many times. She often had to stop herself from fearing for Bay, whom she had tried to look after as much as possible in the downside. Soon she would reassure herself that Bay was very capable of surviving on her own, and, in fact, she was not mistaken. She continued training on her own, a regimen that grew stricter with each passing year. There were those who sought to train with her, and she sometimes obliged. There remained one other constant in her life. She would always remember her days among the Nightwings, and with fondness, for the most part. How does this game stack up to your expectations of it now that you're as far as you are? If by as far as you are, you mean done with it, it's phenomenal. It's great. It's fantastic. I think it's probably the best Supergiant game, honestly. Why is his straw hair shining? She is. What are you talking about? She's shining right now. Look at her. Look at her. After regaining her freedom, phirmthVODs found herself in a difficult position. Having once betrayed her people of the Highwing Remnants, she knew that she would not be welcome in her native home. She did not trust the Commonwealth either. Instead, she found her place among Wilfred Sandalwood's agents, who were busy doing their part to fulfill the plan. The plan took certain unexpected turns, but in the end, it resulted in the outcome Sandalwood had envisioned. It was fortunate that the Highwing Remnants arrived when they did on the night of the Scribe's return. However, Pamitha denied any involvement with or foreknowledge of this. Afterward, Pamitha played an active part in negotiating terms between the Highwing Remnants and the new nation that would become our Saurian Union. Her previous attempt at something of the sort led to her exile. She must have felt some satisfaction to succeed this time around. Sometime after, Pamitha had an unexpected run-in with Rookie Dreamtail, with whom she had spent a fair amount of time while traveling with the Nightwings. Bullshit! Like one match! Under these new set of circumstances, it turned out the two had more to talk about, and rather more in common. They would often put to the test which one was able to outdrink the other. It is unclear as to which one of them prevailed in that contest in the end. Sounds like they both won. One day, Pamitha received an invitation to return to the Highwing Remnants, where she was to be fully pardoned. That was where she ran into her blood sister, Tamitha, for her first time since their exile. Their reunion was not as amicable as Pamitha might have hoped, and Tamitha, still resentful of their history together, turned violent. Pamitha would later brush aside the incident, though always had an injury to show for it. Yet, from that point on, the blood sisters were back on speaking terms, at least for the most part. Later, when asked, phirmthVODs admitted she felt as though she had no home to call her own. This was during an interview conducted amidst an extensive trip abroad, for she had traveled thousands of leagues beyond the bounds of the Saurian Union. Pamitha continued to journey thus, citing that it reminded her of when she was younger and could fly, unfettered. She had her wing broken, went, that's fair. Carry on, Breasty, and good on her for it. Okay. Bottom left one? Well, she just didn't come back. Mothman, if you're confused, you gotta watch the VODs. Or play the game yourself to find out more. I'll get these two out of the way first. With the rights drawn to a close, the slug market's revenues fell precipitously, and Falcon Ron was forced to liquidate his assets and close up shop. Yet, as is sometimes the case with those of an entrepreneurial leaning, this time of hardship led to an epiphany, or at least a sudden change of fortune. One day, Falcon Ron had a run-in with a messenger imp bearing news from the other side. Ron gave it one of his remaining trinkets, which could not be sold. The following week, the messenger imp returned to him bearing a tidy sum of wealth in newly minted coinage from the Saurian Union. Falcon Ron cut a long-term deal with the messenger imp, then and there. Though his trade remained a gray area from a legal standpoint in the Saurian Union, the newfound fame of the downside caused Falcon Ron's goods to explode in popularity. He later signed an elaborate agreement with Big Bertrude's and found a distribution partner on the other side through Rookie Dreamtail, whose own business had expanded. Especially in the Saurian Union, Falcon Ron's goods are still known for their superior quality, although he assumes no liability for any side effects. Wait, so can we liberate Falcon Ron? Because, yeah, the fact that he's here does imply, well, actually, these two are here. They can't be liberated, so. I also feel like we gotta do them last, unfortunately. Wilfred. When the cycle of the rites ceased turning, Wilfred Sandalwood turned towards the starless sky and closed his eyes. and prayed. It was all he could do at that stage of his plan. He aspired to assemble with the liberated exiles representing each of the 8 largest ethnic groups composing the population of the Commonwealth. They would stand together as a vision of the 8 scribes returned, inspiring the masses to embrace an older set of values from before the Commonwealth had tightened its grip. With the rites ending sooner than expected, this ideal scenario became impossible. Sandalwood's own freedom, for instance, was now forfeit. Yet, the plan did have contingencies. Word reached him that, on the night of the scribe's return, several of his fellow liberated Nightwings stood together, and their voices echoed through the streets. It was vital to Sandalwood that this stand against the Commonwealth be peaceful in its nature, but this proved to be untenable, especially after the Highwing remnants appeared. There was speculation that their well-timed assault may not have happened by coincidence, though Sandalwood denied any involvement and regretted the bloodshed. Nevertheless, the main thrust of the plan had been achieved. Sandalwood kept busy after that, as much as possible, providing counsel from afar to those who would be at the forefront of the birth of the Saurian Union. Of course, being stranded in the downside meant that there was only so much he could do. Resting assured that the future of the nation was in capable hands, he turned his attention to the remaining exiles of the downside. They might never return to that new nation, but at least they could experience its triumphs and its struggles in some vicarious way. So he took to his old work, writing and printing. As literacy began to spread again throughout the Saurian Union, so too did the exiles of the downside take to it. For his part, Sandalwood helped to teach as many as he could. More than that, he provided them material to read, a semi-annual report about the latest events both in the Saurian Union and in the downside. This periodical gave many exiles something to look forward to. One of his allies in all this was the imp, Tizo, with whom he had traveled across the downside. Sandalwood often cited Tizo as the wellspring of his own enthusiasm for a brighter future. Such was the creature's spirit. He welcomed the company of the reader of the Nightwings at any opportunity. He welcomed the company of the reader of the Nightwings at every opportunity, and considered him a trusted friend and a keen editor. Yeah, you probably don't have many of those out there, do you? He was pleased to hear that this one-time friend, Orlek, had once more become a productive part of his society. Yet he spoke little of their time together. As Wolfred Sandalwood gained more fame throughout the land for all his sacrifices and his contributions, it is said that he remained steadfast about 2 things. The first was that the cause itself ought to remain in focus. The freedom that people had achieved. It was a gift to be cherished, a set of values that needed to be nurtured. The second point he made was that he himself had little to do with the outcome. He didn't win us many rights. He would often praise the exiles of the Nightwings who had stood with him, each in turn by name. He never forgot any of them. One day, to commemorate his birthday, the people of the Saurian Union unveiled a monument depicting him and the Nightwings as imagined in their prime. Just like the fountain! While Sandalwood did not learn of it until much later, it is said that he was moved to tears then by the gesture. It is since ensured that those of us with memories more fallible than that of Sandalwood likewise remember the achievements of his fellow former exiles and our cause. Did I win at sports? I won at sports so hard that prison is abolished forever. How do the messenger imps pass back and forth? They mentioned before that messenger imps are specifically capable of passing through. They were not specific about which ones, but they mentioned that there were barriers in the way. Also, can I get a shout out for Burner? Burner's a cool dude. Burner plays a lot of fighting games. Burner should get into Rivals of Ether with me and Grandma. Do it! Anyways. When the worm Gilman returned to the Commonwealth, he believed that he had regained something even more important than his freedom. His honor. Thank you very much for the shout out. Oh, yeah, there you see. He's playing Underknife. There we go. It's on my list, it better be. Gilman relinquished his knighthood and declined an opportunity to serve as captain on the Blood Border. He was not interested in fighting any longer. Yet, as is sometimes the case with those such as he, A circumstance soon came about in which there came a need for him to once again make use of his military training. He fought that night of the scribe's return. He fought with all his might. He faced other worm knights. He cared only for the cause. When the matter was at last put to rest, and Gilman truly knew his time as a knight had ended, he declared to all those in earshot that he would never fight again. Unless, of course, there arose some other extraordinary set of circumstance again requiring him to fight, but he certainly hoped not. He still trained regularly, just in case, especially with his fleet-footed friend, Rookie Greentail. He was always grateful for having studied under the Reader of the Nightwings, without whom he never would have completed his penance. Because of this, and perhaps because they were on opposite sides of the world now, Gilman dedicated his life to him. By that point, he had long forgotten about his days under the leadership of Sir Deluge, his former commander. Breaking free of his abusive leadership was the first step towards gaining a bit of self-respect. Gilman never did return to his homeland of the Sea Dominion and was content to leave a monastic life on a small residence in the hills. It was just high up enough to make him keep striving to conquer his fear of heights. Other than that, his intense daily training regimen and the occasional visit from an old companion was more than enough to keep him optimistic and engaged. He knew by then that honor was not something to be won, but a contract with oneself, to be renewed each day. Aww. All right. Long after the rites had ended, Bay admitted that she knew well before the fact that she would not be going home again. At least, she had a very strong feeling. Oh, fuck. She ended up not minding very much because she had little to return to in the Commonwealth. Her sense of home had changed. She took to wandering from one celestial landmark to the next, ever paying homage to the 8 scribes who she believed had influenced all that transpired. She was no stranger to traveling alone, but was always happy to have company. Among her friends, she always remained close with Tizo, who, more so than anyone, could always make her laugh. Though they could not see each other any longer, Bay often thought about Jodariel and spoke to her as though she was there. Fuck. Bay tried never to make a decision without first consulting her idea of what Miss Jodariel might say. Whenever she felt genuine doubt, which was not very often, she sought out the Reader of the Nightwings. If there was anyone whom she trusted as much as the scribes, it was him. One day she encountered one of her former adversaries, one called Almer Oldheart, who would serve the fate. She remembered him much more than he did her, though only just at first. Their shared experience in the rites and their differing points of view about the scribes formed the basis of what grew to be a long-lasting relationship. Bay always was devoted to her faith, but more so to her friends. Her gentle manner and unwavering conviction often helped them brave life in the downside, both with courage and with grace. Oh, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt. Once the rites had ended, the Imp Tizo had a job to do. Quite unlike most exiles trapped forever in the downside. The lone minstrel asked that he watch over the Black Wagon, which the Nightwings had used extensively for travel and for shelter all throughout their quest. Tizo obliged, for he knew that wagon, as well as its drive-imp inhabitants, perhaps better than anyone. What became of the wagon, exactly, was never verified, as evidence of Tizo's thorough work. After that, he liked to while away his days with any of his friends, or else with fellow imps. He would visit his friend, Bay, at every opportunity. She was among the few who could consistently interpret what he meant, and they were always close since they first met. Sandalwood sometimes called for his assistance, and Tizo was more than happy to oblige. The two would often reminisce about their times with the lone minstrel. He often chirped about the Reader of the Nightwings, with whom he built quite a rapport. The Reader understood him, perhaps better than anyone. Indeed, Tizo would often express wistful gratitude for all his time with the Nightwings, and their many adventures throughout the land that always was his home. Other than that, Tizo would sometimes help interpret for messenger imps, relaying news to and from the Saurian Union. Despite having gained significant celebrity abroad, he never let it go to his head. Tizo Armstrong, if only. And he would go fishing in the Sea of Solace at every single chance he got. And then there were two. Oh, wait, no, there's this. Oh, I can't do the thing behind them. I'm assuming if I click on either one, it's going to take me through both, like it did with Dalbert and Almer, but we'll go with Celeste first. Yep, it's both. After the cycle of the rites ceased turning, the lone minstrel bade the remaining Nightwings take the Black Wagon and seek their fortunes elsewhere in the downside. Their parting was heartfelt, but brief. He remained there at the summit of Mount Elodial with Celeste, where the two of them would chronicle the final outcome of the cycle. Neither Tariq nor Celeste were ever seen again. You know all this now through song attributed to them. Some claim these songs originated in the taverns of the Saurian Union and merely were imbued with the weight of folklore. However, exiles liberated from the downside corroborated each other's claims at having met this duo that presided over the liberation rites. Another folk tale suggests these minstrels were heralds of the scribes. Having fulfilled their obligations, they departed the world we know and rejoined their patrons. One of their famous songs describes another, simpler outcome, that the two gave up their duties to the rites in favor of a life that they could share together. In any case, they are likely to remain the subject of such verses and such songs, for it was they who watched over the rites and ushered in our times. There is one more account which warrants mention. The Nightwings conducted the rites under the guidance of a reader. Little is known of him. However, some accounts of him began to paint a picture. You know, he was of common birth, just stout enough to make a simple farmer. The journey to the downside left him close to death. It was then that the Nightwings found him. They brought him from the brink. He showed them the path. He pressed onward with the others. He did not know how far their path would lead. Thus did the cycle of the rites commence its final turns. When the final rite arrived, the reader's freedom was at stake. In the end, however, he remained in exile. From that point on, accounts of him diverge. It is said the voice which troubled him, he never heard again. Some say he helped improve the lives of other downside exiles, though whether that is true, only he knows. Someday, perhaps, that reader's own star shall emerge. Then, it shall pierce the dark of night in all its brilliant glory. Until such time, and ever after, all of us give thanks.
Their journey began on a barren waste where the reader arrived.
Oh.
Afraid and alone.
Oh, up to the stars! Fuck, this game is really good.
He arrived. The book of rites awakened the Nightwings and ignited the flame.
It's a very literal song. Oh, it's heady.
They follow the stars bound together.
I'm listening to the lyrics.
In our brain till the end.
Oh, they change?
We sing of the last of the Nightwings
Ah! Oh! Look how big plays cards.
He has found his way home. Captain Joe Dariel, mother to many a foundling.
Oh.
She has found her way home.
Yeah, we never heard much about her orphanage. Huh.
Rookie Greentail has proved his worth and returned to his family by the grace of the scribe.
Wait, his family, but he's hooking up with Pamitha. Wait.
Follow the stars, bound together, strands in a braid till the end.
There must be so many takes for this song. Yeah.
Touched girl feels the scribes in the heart of the downside. She remained to the end.
Yeah, they definitely did a modular reverse thing. Wow, 100%.
Tears of the wise,
The Wise!
ever faithful to the cause of the Nightwings. He remained to the end.
Yeah, it seems like it's the same order no matter what.
Sir Gilman the Bold,
Yeah.
ever in his quest, finding honor and glory. He has found his way home.
Oh, man.
Amid the Thane, having pleased the scribe, seeking only
I was just...
forgiveness. She has found her way home.
I was assuming that she would have talons.
They follow the stars.
We never got to see a heartbeat from the waist down, you know? So I was like shocked to see feet.
Strands in a braid.
Damn! That's a good art of Volfred. Also, you don't need to point it out to me. I can tell people who got sent free are looking to the left. So no talons, right?
The great mastermind, Volfred Sandalwood, saw his plans turn to action. He remained till the end.
Bertrude, a skinny bitch in this. What?
The bog dweller Bertrude kept their foes
Horns.
at bay with her finest enchantments. She remained till the end.
The little changes on the instrumentation for each character are great.
The reader at last made the Nightwings whole, having bound them together. He remained till the end. They follow the stars, bound
Aww.
together.
Darren Korb just shouting out his whole family. Fuck, that's good art. That's really good art. That's like wallpaper status right there. Shit.
Now at the end, as we bid farewell and return to the stars, we shall find our way home. We shall find our way home.
This time they're going to resolve the chord.
We shall find our way
Oh, do we actually get to see a shot of the Commonwealth? or a library. Library. A nice window overlooking the future. Surrounded by the sigils of all the triumvirates. Library. The Library of Liberation. Vamos a la biblioteca. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Me llamo tipo la discoteca. Okay, wow. I love library. Same. But who was voice? We know! Androboles! AKA Brighton. True Nightwing's campaign mode unlocked. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that change things a lot? Is that just like a whole ass extra story? Like what? I'd imagine it just like, it's like a harder, it's a harder difficult. Okay, that makes sense. Well, goddamn. That game was really fucking good. That game's really beautiful. I cannot hype it up enough, and people should still get it on their own, even if they watch this whole playthrough, because you can make all your own fucking decisions, and it will presumably work out very differently. But wow. Oh, also unlocks all the constellations. That's pretty nice. Does not add any new story content. That's the main thing I'm concerned with. I can't clap because you turn it off because I'm clapping. No, this is phenomenal. You get a library certain card or libraries if you live out of state and can't get to the library physically. You can get a library card online for them. Oh, no way. That's nice. Yeah, having fun really isn't hard when you've got a library card. Okay, I'm gonna turn back on some alerts, at least make those visible. I'm not gonna mess around with, I'll put on redeems and whatnot before the next stream, which will be Wednesday at 4. I don't know what yet. I will figure that out. Hey, how long is Sayonara Wild Hearts? Is that like a 1 streamer, or is that more like a 2 streamer, or like more? I should look and see if we got any quick 1 stream games. Maybe it'll be a demo day. Maybe it'll be a Steam demo day. I think next Sunday is probably gonna. I'm probably gonna go on a little break soon. Oh, it's a 1 streamer. Oh, perfect. Then Wednesday we're playing. Wednesday we're playing Sayonara Wild Hearts. Easy, done. Love it. Love it. The already confirmed. Next week is going to be 4 p.m. Wednesday. We're going to be doing Sayonara Wild Hearts. Never played it before. I'm excited. Friday at 7, we're going to be finally beating Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes. And then Sunday, I think we'll probably just chill with some rivals, because I am loath to start any new games. I'm probably going to be taking a break like towards the end of this month, especially because February 8th is my stream anniversary. So I've got that to look forward to. Maybe it would be cool to do like a big comeback for that. Oh no, I got to figure shit out. But either way, I'm loath to start new games for the time being. So yeah, as a quick reminder, you can watch my bullshit on YouTube or follow me on my various socials. And we also have a Discord that you can join if you want to spend more time with this lovely community. But I'm going to find somebody to raid into tonight to wrap things up, because this was a lot of fucking fun. This was a good time. I'm really enjoying this is beautiful, 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 beautiful game. Really fucking phenomenal. Like, I did really, really special and interesting and just affecting, and like, I think it's a game that we all could use right now. But thank you all so much for joining me through this for tonight. For anybody who watched the VODs, it was lovely having you here. I look forward to seeing y'all again around here in the future. The raid call is going to be a simple, we'll do a Ball Was Life. We'll do a Ball Was Life. And we're going to be raiding into Sharksighted, who is showing off a new model. Really cool looking low poly model that I want to give some love. I don't think we've ever gotten a raid into Shark before, but she's really got great, cool energy. Good Shark vibes anyway. So yeah, let's give her some love. Let's give her some hype. Let's give her a raid. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. This was a great time. And We can't raid? Oh. Oh, maybe she's wrapping up. No, wait. Somebody else just raided into her, so I don't know what's going on there. We're on a... What? Something might be happening. Something might be happening with that raid. Give me one sec. I'm just refreshing the Twitch page. Maybe that'll do it for me. But if that ends up not being it, then we can go elsewhere. Yeah, can't raid it. Fuck. Okay, yeah, that raid's not working. All right, in that case, we are going to find somebody else to raid. Let's just fucking raid Kumo. Let's just fucking raid Kumo. Kumo's online. Kumo's playing some Cyberpunk. She's yapping. We'll give her some love. Yeah, anyways, yeah, okay, so now raid's working. Okay, yeah, we'll give Kumo a little love. Good friend, good bud. So yeah, hit her with that ball was life. This game was really phenomenal though, and I really think more people should play it. Anyways, thank you all so much. I hope to catch y'all next week, but until then, as always, hail Satan, abolish ICE, free Palestine, and we'll catch y'all again next time.
I don't know. Satan's pretty cool.